What's up, boys? How we doing today? Hey, wait. Oh. Oops. I could hear myself. That was weird. I did not like that. That was, like, existential. I should probably, like, I don't know. Unhide, like, webcam. Bam. There's one. Other website. There we go. That one? Yeah, there we go. Gotta fire up the Tic Tacs and we're ready to go, bro. Ready to fucking go. There we go. It took a little long to load up, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, man. Old version. Nuzlocke. Alrighty. We are ready to go. Cool. Overlay's working really good too. Alright, last time we left off on Dragon Ball Z. Beat Morty. I think it got a little spicy, but... No, the spicy thing was our battle against the rival. That was fucked up. I gotta check what we named our Stanley. It was Kieran. Okay. I just had to double check that real fast. I have my little spreadsheet of the names up. Where's the game, bro? Jesus. Alright, so we have Chuck up next. We know how that went last time, but we have our good little guy, Soren, to handle that. What's up, Appel? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing good. I'm hoping now that, like, we have legitimate Pokemon, life is actually worth living. I don't know. What? Was this here before? Was there always a Rhydon in here? Hold up. Wait. There was not a Rhydon here before. This is a Crystal exclusive. What are we talking about here? We're just adding Rhydons for fun in this game now? What the fuck? Are you Jolteon? I think you're the Jolteon guy. You might not be the Jolteon guy. I'll have a water Pokemon, I just realized. Who were we thinking for the water Pokemon? The Tentacruel? I think we were thinking Tentacruel. That sounds about right. Alright, I think we win these. You don't have Pin Missile for 5,000 levels. We also have a crazy level advantage, so we're kind of chilling. Ooh. I have one thing. Hang on. Gotta open this up. Ah! Hang on. I forgot to post this. I need to make a post, but well, we'll get to that eventually. This is a work in progress, so... Where is it? God damn it. Hang on. Here you go, Mr. Appel. This is just for you. If I can find it. It's a work in progress, so... It's about damn time, dude. No way we got powered. I got a poison cure. Why'd I have a Para Berry equipped? What the fuck am I doing? I felt like a little troll, I'm not gonna lie. I just wasted a berry for fun. Why do we have a Para Berry equipped on him? There was like no reason for that. Did the link work, Appel? I have to heal up after every battle, bro. Having to drag this Drowsy till the end of the world is gonna be fucking so miserable, dude. Need level 40 before we get Psychic, then we can evolve the guy. That is so long, it's actually crazy. That is so needlessly lengthy. Where am I right now? God, I'm lost. This is building, right? Okay, I figured it out. Jesus. I never thought I'd find the right area. I don't remember which one this is. I know which one is the guy with the, Umbreon, so we're chilling otherwise. That's Vaporeon, that's fine. Do we have Thunder Punch? I think we do. We probably do, like, no damage, though. That's, like, fine, actually. I'll take that. I had to type it over manually. The, you can just, like, copy-paste it? Interesting. It's a work in progress, though, so... I didn't post the rules yet, but, the rules are... what you would expect. You know what I mean? I feel like having a rule channel is kind of wild, conceptually, to be honest. I feel like most rules are just inherently, like, standard. Well, let me mute the Discord, because I'm sure the... I don't know if it's being picked up on the audio, but... anytime I watch a stream and I hear the Discord notifications, I start freaking the fuck out. So I'm like, wait, that could be me! Hello, user. How are you doing today? Yo, this Umbreon's not ready for the play, dude. I forgot about a Fury Cutter game until I saw a sweet son in the menu. YouTube mobile privileges? Damn, dude. There was always a mobile gaming angle. I gotta post a team I'm workshopping for a showdown for the next stream for Pokemon Champions. I keep rotating like megas and shit. I'm doing well, thank you for asking, user. Every like season, like I rotate like megas and shit. So like all Lucha's down. We're done with the whole Lucha angle. We're on to the next one. I'm thinking Chestnut because I really like Chestnut. But I think Chestnut sucks. So I need some input from the team building gurus. Yeah, I did beat Silver. Well, I beat the Elite Four in Silver. We didn't make it to Red. That's fine. We're definitely going to try to get the Red, though, in this one. I kind of feel like Fury Cutter and Sweet Scent combos kind of outlived its usefulness. Let's just go as Synthesis now, even though it's terrible. I will probably drop that at some point, though. Fury Cutter is good against, like... no one? I feel like we'll never have a good time for Fury Cutter again. Yeah, it's kind of up in the air. Most people do count beating Lance as like you beating a Johto Nuzlocke. But I definitely want to see like how it feels to get all the way to Red, you know what I mean? See if that feels like an adequate challenge, if it's like stupid, you know what I mean? Or like too easy. Because like... Canada doesn't seem too bad once you deal with, like, the insane level curve. Or, like, the level cap going down and everything. That was always, like, the hurdle, like, we always have issues with, though. Or we can't just, like, deal with the level cap go down. Because it is pretty stupid, honestly. Level cap go down from fucking 40 to, like, 30 something is crazy. Wait, we win these too, hold up. It's just a Fury Cutter angle. The best move in the game! Let's fucking go! And we get to critical? That's a bit much, but hey, I'll take it. Good XP from these bad boys. That's an interesting idea. And it's still skill swap, so like you keep a fairy aura out there. What would I change about myself other than the obvious? I would change my reliance on caffeine to exist. That sucks pretty much. It's terrible. Insane question to come in here with, by the way, Spurs. Really changing up the game here. I was ready for the usual, and like, I don't know, you called me off guard with this one. I respect that one. This is a Flareon, right? Let's go to Titania then. It'll be hard unless you prep a team to counter him. That's what I'm thinking about. I honestly don't even think like Ho-Oh is like... Well, why don't we ban Ho-Oh? But when I use Ho-Oh in gold, that thing sucked ass, dude. You'll have Mary, Surge, Brock, Gary. Well, Surge is military. And also, Surge feels like a cop. Kill him. The other two are terrible options. I feel like Brock is disloyal in some capacity. I don't know about that guy. Oh, this is a tough one. This is the toughest one you might have busted out on us, Urs. Not gonna lie to you. Gary's a dick, but he does actually kind of turn over a new leaf, you know what I mean? Hard to say, dude. It's hard to say. Hello, give me surf that I can't use because I don't have any surfers. Thanks, man. I love using surf. It's my favorite move in the game. So what, we said Tentacruel? Tentacruel's gonna be our boy now? We always have the back pocket Flareon option for later. I like don't want to use Flareon, but we could. It's always there. There in the air. Let's go, berries. We'll never finish the Miltank quest, by the way. And what we're about. Never fought this guy. That's a little annoying. Honestly, brother, I might give these kills over to Eevee. Seems like an Eevee angle to me. The boy's gonna go crazy in here. No, they got us with the pursuit! The 14 damage critical pursuit. We've been predicted. It's wild that like Headbutt is one of the best TMs in this game because they just give you such trash TMs. Just truly a truly insane decision on their part to make such bad TMs. Dude, I think it's time I get a new job and quit my one job that I have as a personal trainer. My gym is getting a little, corporate's getting a little wild, you know what I mean? We're doing a little too much lately. My boss has a new boss, and the guy they hired is a fucking idiot, dude. Like, he's cut down the staff, he's cut everybody's hours, except mine. I'm chilling on that front. But the gym is pretty much ran on a skeleton crew. There's like one person in the building at like prime time, at like 6 p.m. on like a fucking which is crazy. That's like 5 million people in there, like, can't get anything done. So that's stupid. They still expect, like, one person to, like, run the front desk and clean the entire gym. Which is also crazy. So, my problem, I think this guy might be genuinely stupid. Because he says he used to be a personal trainer. And he'll talk to me and my boss, when my boss used to actually be one too. He'll talk to us about, like, training and, like, all that kind of stuff. And he talks about it in, like, a very, like, academic, wordy, sciencey way. Which is, like, not, like, real. Like, nobody gives a fuck. You start talking about, like, good resistance profiles on, like, the equipment and shit. Like, that's not applicable to 99.9% of people. That's only what matters if you're talking about, like, in, like, the comments of a Jeff Nippard video. Buzz isn't here watching you? Dude, good. Call that guy an idiot to his face, though. I must crash out on him. Anyway, I had a new client at work. This guy was blind. Like, he could not see. He was a blind person. So, like, yeah. So I asked my boss's boss, I'm like, yo, you used to be a personal trainer. Do you have any advice? Have you ever tried someone visually impaired before? He's like, oh, no, that's interesting. I think I'd get him under the barbell, have him do some barbell squats. You know? Maybe get him over to the dumbbell area, have him do some dumbbell curls. And I'm just like fucking flabbergasted, dude. I'm like, what? You want the blind guy to get under the barbell and do one of the most technical lifts that normal people can't do. Keep in mind, this isn't like some like 22-year-old blind. This is like some like 57-year-old blind dude who like just muscular atrophy, like was in a coma for like 6 months. And I'm like, dog, what are you talking about? And also, I'm like, I asked him like, hey, like you see like you see the area, but you're saying to bring this blind person over. But there's 17 teenagers running around screaming. You think it's a good idea to bring them here? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Have we been on this route, by the way? We haven't been here yet. Wait. This is our encounter. That sucks. This Pokemon don't do anything. I don't even know if I can attack him. I had to ask like my my boss and like one of the other guys that used to be a trainer there, used to be an assistant manager. I'm like, yo, like, what do you guys think about that? They're like, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Dude, it drives me crazy the guy when he talks about training, 'cause he's always using like the big words. It's like, yeah, you gotta tell them about like the fucking like, oh, like the 4 heads of the. I'm like, dude, no one cares, bro. Like. Oh, what is the Catboy's name in this game? Wait. What up? All the fit influencers would use. Yeah, but even then, like, they usually know what they're doing. You know what I mean? And, like, have, like, the social, like, wherewithal to, like, not be fucking a total idiot. It'll be Ranulph. Like, you can't just start bringing up heady, sciencey words like, oh, some 50-year-old who's, like, used to be blind. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. Yo, I just found out, like, UK just got access to Baja Blast. I think that's crazy they didn't even have that. When's the Discord server? I posted it earlier. Hold on, let me post a link again. I got y'all. Here we go. I should probably make it like a post in, like, the community tab somewhere. There you go. Wait, no, it's not. That's just the link to the fucking Discord itself. It's not how that works. I didn't post the rules yet, but be normal. Just like, be like a normal person. Which is very difficult for many people, but I believe in you guys. You guys were the good ones. Except one of you. Not gonna name any names. It's me. I'm the not normal person. It's actually me all along. We are winning, Sea Queen. It's always winning. We're holding out for a Tauros? Are we holding out for Tauros? I don't even remember. What do we need Tauros for? I mean, Tauros would be cool, bro. I don't know if we need a Tauros. The whole batch is spoiled? Not the batch. I don't like how Mr. Mime's looking at me right now. You see this guy? He looks like he just got caught. Like, this is the pose that Swiper hits when Dora yells Swiper, no swiping. Brother was caught in the act. I don't like that one bit. Well, we already caught our Meowth, so that's pretty tragic. We got him out of the way. I feel like we unironically won in Magnemite. We were talking about this last week. I think Magnemite in like the back pocket might have some use. But we gotta get there first. Thank you. I love that I've missed this 95% accurate move like 4 times already today. I've been live for 20 minutes and I'm at like 3 misses on this move. That is very cool, actually. I like that a lot. Why do you have substitute? Why can't you be normal? That did 17 damage. We could go down to a critical here, which would be unfortunate. Yo, do we remember if I lost anybody in the I think I lost someone in the fight against what's his face? Our good buddy Morty. I don't remember, like, I don't think I released them. I don't think I remembered, maybe. Or maybe I did. It's been like 3 fucking days, bro. I think I had like brain damage. Hold up. We gotta investigate that first while I remember. I check my own VODs. How do I even do such a thing? I definitely lost somebody, bro. Mia died. Okay. Well, that was the easiest way I've ever gone back and looked at a VOD. I wish everyone could be Marianne. Marianne is the trooper. Marianne keeps me happy. Can you just, like, always get confusion procs? Dude, I hate fighting this Mr. Mime, bro. It's actually just so annoying, honestly. He just puts up Reflect. It's 5,000 confusion procs. We're fine. I'm just gonna hit him with a Maggie. This is not the time for a fiber. Thank you, Titania. Holy shit. All reliable there. What would we do without her? Now, let's try to remember what we talked about last stream, dude. Our plans for the Elite Four in the late game. Wait, I have a Magnemite. Wait. Wait a sec. Hang on a sec. I don't think I updated my spreadsheet appropriately. Alright, so we're on... Hold up. We're on Route 38. We caught the Magnemite here. So I goofed on. Let me go fix this. Hold up. Mia was dead. We're gonna go fix all this right now. We made a few errors. A couple of brain farts, if you will. So we haven't fought any of the trainers, so I know we got the Magnemite on that route. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna put Mia away. Actually, we're gonna put her in the that box, so she's fine. We're gonna go in here. Ranulf needs to be released. I didn't realize we had a Pokemon from that route, so we caught him in error. That's on me. That's my bad. He's not a valid Pokemon. I know, dude. I need my money back. That dumb little cap always wasting my money. Dude, I had to work last night. I gotta say, working on a New Year's... Or not New Year's Eve. Jesus Christ. It's the other firework holiday. What was it called? 4th of July. That one. That shit was, like, kind of annoying, but not too bad. The really annoying part of that was, 2 people thought they were really slick because they tipped $2.50 for America's birthday. And I'm like, huh? You really thought, like, for the 250th, like, anniversary of America being a thing, you thought the $2.50 tip was gonna go crazy? Like, brother, just hit the fucking auto gratuity button at that point. You had to go in there and type that shit out manually. We were hoping somebody would do that, but we were not fortunate enough. Money was okay last night, though. I've had better, I've had worse. The bar went crazy, though. I'd rather play GTA 6 early or Winds and Waves early? I'd play Weewa early. I'm not really crazy about GTA, like, it's fine. But playing Weewa early implies that I somehow got access to a Switch too, and I like that. Yeah, exactly. I think the dumbest thing I've seen working at the bar, though, was like... There was one time somebody was, like, on shuffleboard with, like, 2 people for, like, fucking 10 minutes. Like, it was literally, like... I don't even know, like, a $3 tab or something ridiculous. I'm checking the guy out. And, like, it has, like, the little auto-gratuity thing pop up, and it's like, oh, yeah, 20%. It's like 34 cents. And I watched my man... hit, like... He, like, just fucking moved his finger over, hitting no tip. I'm like, dude, that was 30 cents. In the time, like, that's not even worth the effort of hitting no tip. It's like a sports bar. They got, like, pool and, like, shuffleboard and, like, basketball things and all that type of shit. It's funny, because nobody really fucks with the shuffleboard. The people go crazy for the pool. Never so often, like, somebody comes in, like, yo, bro, we're all about the shuffleboard. You don't play shuffleboard, you gotta play, bro. I'm like, you're 22 at a frat. Like, this should not be, like, your fucking jam. Like, you gotta have better things to do, cuz. Shuffleboard's the big money maker, though, because people never actually, like, return the shuffleboard pucks. And, like, that means we get to hit him with a fucking 20% auto gratuity. That's the big money. They walk out on their tab. They should make an evolution for Muck. Muck should be a 3-stager. Maybe something like Sludge, I feel like. That's what you gotta do with the name. The crazy thing is, like, I don't know what the shuffleboard, like, pieces are called. I call them pucks, because that makes sense to me. They look like pucks. I've had people come up and call them, like, weird things. You're like, yo, bro, can I get the shoes for shuffleboard? And I'm like, what? And the guy's girlfriend's like, what? Then he looks at her like, they're called shoes, babe. And I'm like, what? There was like another one that was like really fucking dumb, but like shoes is like the weirdest one I've heard. I will say working like my job at a bar, like the little host stand and like doing a little bit of like door, like checking IDs and shit. You get some good people watching, bro. Being like completely sober and watching drunk idiots at a bar on a weekend is kind of entertaining. Especially like when I'm running around and like delivering food and everything, like some of the conversations I hear. And like, I just want to stop and listen to them more. Like, I remember I was walking by like, this like dude who, he had to been like 5'5". He was talking to some girl, and I just hear him say, like, I just think it's a double standard when women, and I just, like, walk, and that's kind of where it trails off. And I'm like, oh, I wish I knew what my man fucking said. What was he about? What double standard are we talking about here? Alright, first time Olivine. The Wikipedia says they're called discs and cues? Cues is weird. If somebody comes up like, yo, let me get them biscuits, I'm throwing them out of the bar. I just full stop. Like, I think that's grounds for termination. I did have to throw a couple of guys out for doing some of that good old booger sugar in the bathroom though, because I went to go like take a piss. Like we don't have an employee bathroom, so I gotta use the other bathroom with all the degenerates. And I just see two guys in a bathroom stall together. And that's not a thing. You know, dudes don't be doing that type of shit, you know? It's more of a girl type of thing, using the bathroom together. So two dudes in the stall, they're only up to one of two things. They both involve blow. So I had to knock on the door, yo, you guys gotta get out of here, you gotta go. Like, we weren't doing anything, yeah, you were, bro. Like, that's not normal. Dude, last night I had somebody, he came, he's like, yo, did you guys find a pair of glasses? I'm like, nah. He's like, oh, can I go look for them? I'm like, yeah, man, go look for your glasses, that's fine. Yeah, like, he's like, I couldn't find them. I'm like, that sucks. He's like, if you find them, let me know. And I look at him, I'm like, yeah, I got you, man, I'll let you know. Then he just leaves. I'm like, what? He's just like, yeah, let me know. I'm like, I got you, cuz. Say less. I'll definitely let you know. Dude, I am the voice of reason. My coworker that's like I co-host with on Saturdays, she's wild because like she's nosy too, but she will start asking questions. Like there was like one night where there was this dude who looked at to be like fucking 50. Like two girls in their like 20s and shit. We're like, what is going on here? And like the two girls were talking to guys and shit. The 50-year-old guy is sitting at the bar looking fucking pissed watching golf. So like they try to play pool. My coworker's like, yo, what's the deal? What's with the old guy? We got the lowdown. They're like, oh yeah, it's the one girl's sugar daddy and he's here paying for everything. But like they don't like him because he's weird. I'm like, that's crazy, bro. I would never investigate that. I would never have to ask and know the lore. My other favorite group of bros that came through was like a group of 3 dudes. They were like the quintessential like group of 3 bros. Like you had like the normal guy, like the leader of the group, like decent looking fellow, had a girlfriend, normal guy, knew how to socialize. And you had the kind of like, just like kind of like down on his luck type of dude who like he's getting over a breakup and like all that shit. He's a little, not really feeling himself. And like, and then you have the guy who's a total fucking clown and he's just there to have a good time with the bros. Now, like, we're just sitting there watching the one guy, like the ringleader, try to like wingman for the two of them. The one guy's not feeling it, and the other bro who's just there to bro with the bros, so does not even give a fuck about any of the girls. He's just trying to play pool with the boys. Pretty fucking much, actually. That's like every like group of 3 male friends. It's Alvin and the Chipmunks. It was hilarious, because, like, literally a girl's asking him to play pool, and he's like, nah, I'm playing with the boys. We're like, what? And his friend literally just face palms. He's just like, dude, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I'd be a little pissed too. Like, what the fuck? It's a layup. I'm kind of getting farmed right now by a tentacruel, I'm not gonna lie. Do we think I just one-tap this guy with a Thunder Punch? I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, we do. All men really relate to that one picture of the 3 like chipmunks that say which one's getting the best head. That's all what we relate on, honestly, on a deep, intricate level. I like don't have a good Pokemon to like lower this guy. Honestly. Do I just raw Confusion here? Raw Thunder Punch? That's probably weaker. Tentacruel's got a good special. Alright, that's fine. My favorite thing, though, is, like... we don't have... so when we, like, grab people for their turn for the pool tables, we just go find them in the bar. My favorite, like, thing that happens literally multiple times a day. I'll go find a dude who's, like, on the wait list for pool. He's talking to a girl and everything. And I'm like, yo, you're up for pool. And like, you can see like they're kind of feeling each other and everything. They're kind of into it. And I like tell him he's up for pool. He's like, oh, hell yeah. He immediately runs away from the girl, never speaks to her ever again. Like, fuck that bitch, we're playing pool. And I'm like, always looking, I'm like, dog, you can invite, you can say, hey, hello, ma'am, would you like to play pool? Like, they just fucking dip. They're like, fuck that. Pool. It's gonna be gay tree. I'd be confused with a gay tree. Was the dress white and gold or blue and black? I saw blue and black. That's the side I'll die on. I think white and gold people are fundamentally flawed human beings. Why you gotta hate on Corsola, pal? What did Corsola do to you? What did Corsola do to deserve the sudden hate out of nowhere? I think they should have never revealed an objectively correct answer. I think they should have left that to be a mystery for the rest of time. Because that would be the funniest outcome possible. Nobody truly knows. And that is like up to like discussion for the rest of the fucking, till the heat death of the universe. Wars will be fought about whether or not it was white and gold or blue and black. I definitely feel like some people like figured out they were colorblind because of that though, because they're like, oh yeah, actually it's like purple and green. People are like, what? Get that one checked out. Alright, so we decided we're gonna use gay tree. Yes, gay tree. What else did we decide? So we were thinking for Elite Four, Soren to deal with Will. I don't really have a backup for that. Maybe Miss can get in there if we level up Miss. Soren for Koga along with Titania. This might be the final team, to be honest with you. Look at a little final right here. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. This could be it. It also feels like a pretty good time to start leveling Ike up. God, having like an actual Pokemon that could handle fighting some of these idiots would be so nice. It'd be so fucking nice, dude. Actually being able to hit confusion and not die to some of these people, I can't wait. Let me buy some supers, bro. Like, it feels bad, but I gotta do it. I hate spending the money. I'm too cheap. Wow, we don't need any of this. This is all trash. Yeah, let's get it all out of my inventory. I don't need any of this shit. I'll keep the ice berry. You never know when you need a nice little ice berry. It tastes like ice. I think it's like the equivalent of eating an ice cube. Hey, pal, you can't see both colors, by the way. You need to pick a side. This is very important. Humanity loves pointless tribalism, and you need to pick a side. Do we have the— we don't have the pink bow this run, do we? Not pink bow gaming? It's like probably fine. Hello, Mr. Sailor. I fought that guy. He's not a fight guy, is he, actually? I don't think you fight him. I think he's just a fellow. A man with a plan. I believe you have a Growlithe, so it's Gatry's time to shine. This is no place for playing. Shut up, bro. Who do you think you are? Let me play. Let me game. Game off my fucking rocker right now, dude. Oh, it's that guy. Hmm. I don't think his matchup is good for us, I must say. Get a little surf action right quick. Yep, that's a tanky boy right there. Alright, you know what, Miss? This is your time to shine. You got type advantage. You resist Peck 20 times. Let's go! It's the best Pokemon in the game! It didn't do anything! Sonic Boom might be better. It actually is better. Thank you for your service, Mist. What would we do without her? God, this Pokemon sucks this gen, dude. It's actually a travesty. You're a watery boy. Little watery fellow. Other status moves missed. How are you always on point with these puns, I mean, it's actually crazy. You're always coming up with the truly esoteric ones. They're never the easy ones. They come out of nowhere. I don't like Poliwag's eyes. I don't really know how to describe it. Something about them bother me. Like, look at them, dude. I hate Good as Gold. I do think it's very funny, though, that you can't helping hand your own Goldengo because of it. I think it'd be very, very fucking funny, though, for somebody to run, Helping Hand Mold Breaker Excadrill. That way they ignore Good as Gold and they can keep boosting their fucking Goldengo. Just keep driving. We started with, our girl... Chikorita. It was a terrible choice. But she went crazy against Whitney, so we'll take that one. Gary Cutter is truly the greatest thing. Every time I fall off the playground, I feel like that happened to everybody at a certain point. And I've changed everybody, like, on a profound level. I think that's why I liked Digimon as a kid. Probably, like, brain trauma. That, and truly, I was always a contrarian at heart. Since day one. Listen, in my defense, I only picked Chikorita. Because when we did Gold and Silver, we underused Typhlosion and for Alligator. And we gotta keep it going, we gotta mix it up. I have no potions, I have nothing going for me. Everything is terrible. I'm going to just throw Mist down and hope that something good happens. I still look like I'm 12. Thank you so much, Zephyr. That's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. At my age, that's a compliment. I am a big fan of Cyndaquil. I think Quilava is my favorite, like, stage of any starter. Like, any of the 3 stages for any of the starters. I fucking love Quilava, dude. It is so cool. I do think there's something to be said about giving you the shittiest rival team ever to fight. It is so easy against a rival. It does suck that, like, you need Geodude and, like, you have to kind of play the game against Faulkner. That's annoying, honestly. But we saw, like, that Bayleaf in the Azalea Town fight. That Bayleaf that he has is serious when you have Totodile, dude. Did we win these? Get a Mist. He's the greatest Pokemon of all time. My problem with Chikorita, though, is it just doesn't do anything late. Like, what does it do against the Elite Four? That's the thing. I actually have not played Sword and Shield, Zephyr. The newest one I played was Scarlet and Violet. I stopped playing Pokemon like Gen 6. Like I played Gen 5 on Gen 5. I bought X when that shit came out. Hated the game. Bought Auras. Hated that game. And then I literally quit Pokemon until Scarlet and Violet when a friend of mine was like, yo, you should play Pokemon again. I'm like, okay. And I actually really like Scarlet and Violet. I think the best thing Chikorita can do for us in the Elite Four is like... It's probably fine into the Lance's Gyarados. I think. Maybe. It's also like probably okay into Claire. Maybe. Possibly. I almost feel like... See, this section of the game is so annoying, because I feel like you gotta do it so, like, early, almost. Let's work on Soren, because Soren's gonna be very important for Chuck. And after Soren, it's a level cap for Chuck, and kind of bench him a little bit. I'm planning on doing a Nuzlocke of every game in the series, though, but... That's gonna be the first time I play, like, X and Y, Sun and Moon, and Sword and Shield. I'll just have to actually buy those games, which is a tragedy. Yeah, we got Hypno for that. Hypno's the backbone. The problem with Hypno is we gotta wait until fucking 40 for Psychic as a Drowsy. Because they didn't want you to learn actual good moves. The starter-only move tutor? I don't think I want to use Frenzy Plant. It seems like a terrible move in every way, shape, or form. I like Sword. I feel like I've been seeing people kind of come around on Sword lately. I feel like it was very divisive when it came out. I keep seeing people like talk like highly about it these days. I do have beef with Sword and Shield though for adding Urshifu and Calyrex. I don't like those guys. I can't tell you guys how fucked it was learning VGC in like Scarlet and Violet in the double restricted meta after only playing like Gen 5 singles. Like, holy shit, bro. I was going from like Cloyster being the biggest threat in the game to fucking Calyrex Shadow Rider? Like, what? The DLCs are... See, I don't believe that. Anything that gave us Urshifu was terrible. There's a team out... This is tangentially related to Urshifu. There's a through line right here. You know what I mean? I want to try a team I saw out on Twitter. So you guys know how they, like, changed Urshifu's ability in, Pokemon Champions and they gave it to Excadrill? Where, like, your moves could, like, kind of do, like, chip damage through Protect? So apparently, you can't protect Horndrill from Mega Excadrill. Like, if it goes through, like, Protect, and it hits, it'll still take you down. Yeah. So people are running Horndrill Stomping Tantrum on that fucking thing. And I think that is very funny. That is a very funny team. Aesthetic. I feel like just like every Pokemon game has this weird thing that happens where people like will post the shittiest looking thing ever. And like that's like indicative of the game. In their eyes. Like I got so tired of seeing people post about like the windmill in Scarlet and Violet. It's like, yeah, it's shit. And honestly, it's not even the worst part of the game in my eyes. The Iono battle is so laggy when I play that game, it was actually just unplayable. Like, there was so much worse than that, but you gotta go for like the surface level critiques. Yeah, like... There's things it does well, and there's things where they really, really drop the ball. Like, that game pisses me off, because I really think, like, the first 3 gyms in that game were really, really inspired by how they used terrestrialization for like the gym leader's ace and everything. Like the Fury Cutter, like Terra Bug Teddiursa, pretty cool. I like that. You have the Grass type Trailblaze Sudowoodo, and it ends up being good against the two things it's weak to. Pretty cool too. That's inspired decision. And then you have the Levitate Terra Electric Mismagius that has no weaknesses. Also pretty cool, and it's, you know, you got some paralysis on the team, and you can make use of Hex. Inspired team comp. It was really fucking cool. And then they just stopped doing that shit, and they just had nothing interesting for the rest of the gym leader's aces. It's like, wow, cool, it's a water Crabominal. What the fuck does that mean? There's nothing there. And it's just, it feels like such a waste of an opportunity. It's like it's less to me than the rendering of the world, but more like the artistic choices. Dude, I feel like I'm excited to finally play those games. I'm also excited to finally like revisit Gen 4 and 5. Yeah, like I feel like the Grass Tree Sudowoodo Trailblaze was like a genuinely like very inspired encounter. Like that's what I would like genuinely expect to see in like something like a ROM hack, you know what I mean? Like, okay, like we're doing interesting things here. Like we got like a through line and like ideas. But then it just like everything else they did was just nothing. Like you had Crabominable fucking like... Didn't like the last guy have like a Terra Ice Altaria? Like who the fuck cares, bro? This Furo is kind of going in on me, I'm not gonna lie. I love Furo. I wish Furo, like, got anything. I also feel like if they had, like, level scaling, like, the game would be so sick, dude. If you could actually do everything in any order, then like, it got progressively harder based on, like, your number of, like, completed tasks, it'd be so much cooler. Because I really do feel like it can't be that hard to make 8 teams per gym leader. Like, let's be honest, bro. It's not that complicated. You just go in there, like, maybe add a Pokemon every so often, up the levels, and, like, it's not that complicated. There's no reason there should not be level scaling based on the number of badges. Ever since they show that as a thing in, like, the Pokemon Origins anime where, like, Red shows up, and they're like, oh yeah, you're new, I'll use 2 Pokemon against the fight with Brock. Everybody's been wishing for that to be a mechanic. And there's just no good reason they won't do it. Yeah, their budget is pretty low, that is true, but I have faith in them. So, do they really have that low a dev time, though? I feel like they have, like, plenty of time to make some of these games. They just, like, don't. Ah, good old investors. Ruining everything as they always do. I can't shit-talk investors too much, though. Investors and producers and, publishers are very important to me for one reason. You guys play Total War ever? Like that series of strategy games? That's the only game series I've ever seen in my life where, like, the publisher is incredibly important. Because the developer, Creative Assembly, are so fucking stupid that they have no idea what they're doing. And they genuinely actually need Sega to, like, shit on them and reel them in to make good decisions. It's, like, the only game I've ever seen where the community is like, thank God the publisher stepped in and got them back on track. It's crazy. Yeah, Chan, I'm gonna get into hacks one day. I haven't played any of them. I think I want to exhaust the mainline games and, like, actually play them all before we get into hacks. It's always weird to start playing hacks without playing, like, 4 of the gens. Do they put out a big game every year? I don't even know, like, the release schedule's been like. I don't even remember when Scarlet and Violet came out. I didn't play that shit till, like, the tail end of, like, the game's lifespan. Why do you have so many Machops? Stop chopping me, bro. Relax. It's not that deep. What a vile Pokemon, by the way. Truly, truly heinous. Your new metal hands out of here, bro. I hate Poliwhirl. $2022. I like Scarlet and Violet. I would say it is my 4th favorite gen. I'd say it's probably Gen 5, Gen 2, Gen 1, Gen 9. Then I never played 3. I didn't like 4. Or that's really it. So I guess it actually is the almost at the bottom for me personally, but that's why I gotta like, play all the games so I can like shit on Scarlet and Violet with like knowledge and like foresight. I can't just hate on a game baselessly, you know? I gotta hate on it with facts and logic. That's why I'll play the hell out of Fire Emblem fucking Echoes. That game sucks ass, but you know I've beaten that game 4 times. Just so I know all the ins and outs of that shit. I hate that with impunity. God, I don't want to fight these people, bro. Alright, let's level up Soren on the water route. You detest Super Mario? Why? That's very interesting, actually. Can you expand upon that one, Sequin? I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. Because I always hear that to be like, people always say that's like one of the best games ever created. So I'm curious why you hate it. So you guys ready for the most fake fucking gamer like lore ever? I have never completed like an original Mario game. Like 1, 2, 3 World, any of those. I've been like 64 in Sunshine and Odyssey. That was it. Never played Galaxy. No way you don't even get close with a one shot. The critical, bro? Obviously, the suck guys never show up. Levels. Interesting. Do you have a favorite platform? Because I was always a Donkey Kong kind of guy. Like, I never really fucked with Mario. It was like, DKC was my shit, dude. DKC went crazy. Yeah, I had a Wii. I got one like toward the end of the life cycle, and all I had was like Mad World and like Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, which I hated because of the motion controls. There goes my repel, dude. We talked about this a few times. I never played much of like classic Mega Man. Yeah, I like Sonic as a kid a lot too. Sonic is really weird because I feel like Sonic 1 is a very, very, very different game from Sonic 2 and 3. Like 1 wasn't like fast. You know what I mean? Like it was, but like it wasn't. 2 and 3 is where they kind of started getting the level design down, where it was like, yeah, you know the route, you can go fast. Yeah, I still like Sonic 1, but it was definitely not what I would think of when I think Sonic's gameplay. Why does fucking Soren look like he's half awake right now? Give this guy some caffeine, bro. He's snoozing on the job. I feel like I've been getting criticaled so much already this stream. They're all inconsequential, but every time the word pops up, I feel depressed. Unleashed? We talking like the day stages or like the whole package? You see, it's like the day stages that I'm there with you. I don't know about the Werehog though. Werehog was not it. I like Generations a lot too, except I hated like the in-between bullshit you needed to do. A little like extra challenges to get to the next segments. I was like, can I just play Sonic? I don't know what it is, but Sega is just so allergic from letting you actually just play Sonic in Sonic. They always had to add some extra bullshit, extra homies. Headbutt. Nah, it's a TM, bro. Not gonna bother. I do like Headbutt, but... Headbutt, butt. I do like Headbutt, butt. Dude, I still have trauma from, like, the one where, like, you're dealing with Vector, he's, like, DJing some shit, and you gotta hit, like, a bunch of things, and, like... I don't remember what you do in the challenge, but I just hate the voice lines of fucking Oma Challenge. Be like, you have to face Vector every time you restart the game. It was fucking so shit. But damn, the game is so fun when you're on the levels, bro. Like, Rooftop Run in that game, crazy. Speed Highway, crazy. My best friend had, like, a top, like, 50 time on the world for Speed Highway for quite a while. Before I got completely plagued with hackers. There were so many hackers, bro. You'd see that shit. It's like, oh yeah, they beat the level in like 10 seconds. Like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they did. I very much believe that, actually. No way you got bite, dude. Give me a good damage roll. I won't get bit again. Yeah, it's always been... I don't know. Sega just feels like a little afraid sometimes of their games. Like, they're just, like, not confident. Which is why I think it's crazy now. They're like, oh, fuck yeah, they're feeling themselves. Like, they really brought Crazy Taxi... Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? You brought Crazy Taxi back. So this guy evolves at 26? That's so early. God, I hate that I have to wait until fucking level 40 for Psychic, by the way. Like, what are we doing as a society? It's actually a travesty. Part of me feels like I don't even think I can, like, fucking evolve him. Like, I don't know if I can, like, bring him to Psychic levels. I might have to run Confusion in the Elite Four. That might be our best bet, honestly. Why, Soren? Why? It's so annoying, dude. Now let's go just go to fucking... Go to Mist right here. Mist can handle it. What are you saying? We can just always play the extra Sonic. See, I like some of the, like, friends. Like, Sonic Adventure, I'm very, like, partial to because I played that as a kid. Like, a lot. It's like, I like that game. But my thing with that game is, like... I like playing Sonic. Fun as shit. I really like Tails. I think Tails is very fun. I think it's similar enough to the Sonic gameplay, but, like... different enough to be worth playing. I think the Knuckles levels are actually don't get enough hate. Like, the Knuckles and Rogue levels are fucking horrible, dude. Gamma's great. I don't like Amy's levels. I actually do think Big the Cat is, like, completely fine. Dude, they're... no, they're not fine. They're so weak. I am a hater. The stages are fine. Like, you know how to fish, and you've ever played a fishing game in your life, you can knock them out in like 10 fucking minutes. Gamma is like, yo, this is like peak fiction right there. I don't know what they were cooking with Gamma, though. My man has a fucking crazy storyline and the go-to gameplay very quick. That was like a complete experience. I don't know how they pulled that one off. Thank you, Ike. What is... I'm scared of these critical numbers today, bro. They just keep rolling. Yeah, the Venture 2 mechs were like... Again, I feel like that's another case of Sega where like... Oh, they're like afraid to let it stand on their own merits. They're like, we gotta do more. Like, we gotta make it interesting. No, we're not quite at Bayleaf Evolution level yet, Narukami. We got a little bit of a ways to go. Dude, don't make me use a full heal. Yeah, I can make it back without using a heal. I'm a believer. Ike would never use the Game Shark. Ike is an honorable Bayleaf. Has done nothing wrong. Well, you weren't a fan of, like... I guess this is... Oh, we're talking Adventure 2. Yeah, the speed stages are good. I do think the saving grace for the Knuckles levels, though, is the music. Rogue, she's fucked. Like, you gotta deal with sick music for Knuckle or, like, big fat bat tats to get you through the levels. Like, I don't know what they were doing with the music, but, like, Pumpkin Hill's music is fucking inspired. I also like the Knuckles, like, rap song for his, like, theme in, like, Sonic Adventure 1. Where he drops the hardest bar of all time. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. That one's crazy. You get, like, the fucking R&B interlude with the Born on the Island type shit. That song goes crazy. For, like, no reason either. Like, yeah, it's just gonna be a fucking banger. Fun. For the love of the game. I'm gonna be right back real quick, boys. I gotta use the bathroom. So, sit tight. I want the bed bugs bite. God damn. I was gonna die in there. Whew. Alright. Ah, son of a bitch. Beat my headset. Hello? There we go. Sound was just so low I couldn't even hear it. Some in-flight refreshments in your cauldron? Ooh, what we get on the docket? What are the refreshments? I think Soren and Ike should be able to get this done together. I believe in them. They can't do it, nobody can. We can get a Mantine, can't we? Also, let me, just a little spreadsheet real quick. Make sure we're all good on that. We didn't get anybody for Route 39 yet. Wait a minute. Let's go see our Route 39 friend. Before we, get ahead of ourselves. Get a Dr. Pepper and some regular Cheez-Its. Ooh, not even the toasted? See, some extra toasted Cheez-Its, they go crazy. Give me a moment to choose those. There it is. I don't know what color Shiny Chikorita is. Is it cool? Is it a cool Pokemon? P4? Narukami? It is not cool? I'm really sad that I need to get Legends Arceus because I need to get a shiny Weirdeer named Claude because it's gold, like golden deer in Three Houses. That's like a thing I need to do in my life now. It is, oh, that's, let me see this thing. Right, Chikorita. Why the bay leaf look sunburnt? Yeah, I like the colors. I'm not sure what's with the colors on the bay leaf though. That's a little weird. But they got a little lost in the sauce with that one. She's like sunburned. She should get like an ointment for that. Get some aloe, which like she probably is. Probably is some aloe. This man here probably has like a polywag. He's wagging. Yo, have you guys ever watched Grey's Anatomy? I know this is completely off the cuff, but I think I kind of want to watch that show now. I got home from work like 3 o'clock in the morning last night. Couldn't sleep. I'm up till at least 5:30 in the morning watching some fucking YouTube shorts, dude. All kinds of stuff. Mostly the Reacher clips from that show. But I got one clip from an episode of Grey's Anatomy. And in this clip, it starts off with a guy going to a hospital. And he apparently shot himself with a fucking bazooka, dude. And they're like, oh, we gotta get that out of him. And they're like, wait a minute. Did it blow up? And they're like, no. They're like, oh shit, that's bad. So, turns out he still has a live fucking active bomb inside of his chest that they're operating on. And the one doctor is like touching it and they're like, you gotta stay there. If you take your hands off of it, it's going to blow up. She starts freaking out. They call the bomb squad. One guy shows up in the bomb squad. He's like, I ain't doing this. I'm leaving. I got kids. He leaves. Another squad of the bomb squad comes. They're taking forever. The doctor touching the bomb's freaking the fuck out. She's like, I gotta go. I gotta take my hand off of it for some reason. Her hands come off the bomb. Everyone just ducks and covers. They think it's gonna blow up. And the titular character, Meredith Grey, she puts her hands on the bomb. She fills in to keep it stable so that shit doesn't go boom. And then, like, they're waiting and everything. The bomb squad shows up. She yanks the fucking bomb out of the dude and she hands it to the bomb squad. Okay? So the guy with the bomb squad, they all have the bomb. They walk out of the hospital room and then blow the fuck up into smithereens in the hospital hallway. Like fucking Fallout Bloody Mess style, gibbed into 1,000 little pieces. Like they got fucking atomized by the bomb in the hallway. Just turned into little fucking cubic chunks. Dude, I fucking screamed. 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, what? It's just Grey's Anatomy. It's just a normal doctor show. And I had to look this up to see if this was fucking real. And, so Grey's Anatomy has been on the air for a very long time. It is still airing to this day. Can you guess what season they had to bust out the fucking live bomb inside of a person episode? Just take a guess. What season do you think they'd have to go to those lengths? You know? Season 17? That's a great guess. It was season 2! They immediately were like wilding out, bro. Immediately. We're like, oh, we're like, we don't fucking know. Let this shit rip. 2! I was telling 2 of my friends about this earlier because I was flabbergasted. I need the whole entire world to know about this bomb episode. So, what I did was, I looked it up. I looked up a little Watch Mojo video of the top 10, like, dumbest fucking things that happened in that show. The most shocking thing, apparently, is, there's, like, an episode where, like, they do them some shit, some residency is over, so, like, all the doctors are planning a getaway, they take a plane to get somewhere. Meredith Grey is, like, thinking about, like, fucking, like, eating some porridge or some shit on the plane, and, like, it fades to black, and then they wake up in a burning wreckage on an island because their plane fucking blew up and crashed. What is happening in this show? I thought this was a drama about some nurses, like, doing surgery and fucking. I think it is. Lost also sounds crazy. Do I have a super repel on? What is happening here? I don't know how you win the bug catching contest. I think things just happen. Dude, I have no idea. I think I want to watch that show now. I think I need to watch Grey's Anatomy, though. It's a thing in my life. It's gonna happen. The other crazy one is, you guys ever watch Riverdale? I've never watched Riverdale, personally. But I have a friend who did watch Riverdale. And everything he's told me about that show, that shit is genuinely psychotic. So, like, the first thing you need to know about Riverdale is they're all based on, like, old-timey, like, Archie Comics characters that for some reason, like, I don't know, they're, like, teenagers and, like, they're up to no good. Like, they're, like there was, like, a dude sleeping with his teacher and shit like that. Like, it's weird. I don't know why that happened to that. I think there was an episode where, like, somebody goes to space on a rocket. Like, they chase a bad guy, then, like, goes to his fucking, like, hideout, and there's a fucking missile rocket ship that go to space. And it is just that level of stupidity happening over and over again. I need to look up, because it might have been a nuke. No, it's not a nuke. Is it a rocket? I think it's a rocket ship. Yeah, it was a rocket. I don't know, man. TV's fucking stupid. There's some Pokemon levels in half of the book. Hang on. Chat's cut off for some reason. But can I make it bigger? There we go. Pokemon levels in health of the There we go. Like, I was missing half a sentence. Jesus. I didn't realize that. Alright, we need like an actual Pokemon, dude. Stat. Give me my Meowth, though, like I'm legally required to get here. The appropriate Meowth. There we go. There's the real Ranulf. Wait, this can't be Ranulf. This is gonna be Leth. I think I should get into watching normie TV shows though, cause like, you ever like watch some of them like commercials? There'll be like a commercial that's like airing for the first time ever next Tuesday. And it's like Chicago Fire Department or like Surf Rescue, some dumb shit like that. And then it's just like, oh, it's just basic shit, like somebody like surfing out on the beach rescuing somebody. Then the next scene is like fucking like a shootout. And it's like, how did we get to here? What is happening in this show? I thought this was about jack people rescuing people at a beach. Why are there a fucking shootout? Why is there like a rocket ship? It's just escalation and shark jumping off the rip. And I think that's kind of based. I think writing for one of those shows would be the most fun fucking thing ever. Level 14 Slayther and end up in 3rd place. I've like given up on hope for it. I know as a kid it was like impossible to win. It's very, very difficult. And all you get is a Sunstone. Like, wow. I can get a Sunflora now. Hell yeah. 260 House Hunters? That's too many. And they still can't find a house? That's crazy, bro. I saw there was one show I saw an ad for on the TV when I was at work. It was called like The Ugliest House in America. And I'm like, brother, that's very mean, first of all. Like, why are we actively looking for that? Just let them live. Like, okay? Like, be nice. You don't gotta flame their house. They're doing their best. Fought her. I'm afraid of that guy with the dragon rage. The water's warm here. I'm loose and limber. What a weirdo. I didn't even see that show. It was just an advertisement. It was like, airing next Tuesday, ugliest house in America. And, you know, there was like a woman just sitting there on the poster, just like hitting one of these, looking like a, one of those, like one of these poses, you know what I mean? They're always hitting those in the ads and shit. They're always hitting like a, yeah, one of these. Huge critical. Thank you so much, Soren. Those shows do piss me off, like House Hunters and everything, because you'll watch them and it's like, yeah, so like I'm a finger painter and my husband walks dogs. We live in LA and our budget is $52 million. And it's like, what? The fuck you mean? Like, since when? Why do you have a tentacle? That's too much, sir. You need to relax. You need to leave. Wait, never mind. Give me that XP. Yeah, I feel like that was not nearly enough experience for me to make funny slurping sounds. I'll come out and say it. No, no, Soren. Don't you dare. Huh? Store and stop the... Why are you surprised, bro? I pressed the funny button to do that. It'll be fine, Sea Queen. There's no way that can happen again. I need to make a VGC channel on the Discord. Hold up. I gotta do this right this second before I forget. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's funny how early you can get a Steelix though, because you can actually get a metal coat from a Magnavite outside of Ekritique. So in theory, you could have a Steelix after the 4th, or like before the 4th gym. which is crazy. That's so much work just to get the crappy little stone. I'm gonna press B. Let Soren know that he can be better, but I'm purposely letting him not be better. I'm hoping it's some kind of, like, makes him lock in, you know what I mean? Some kind of mental manipulation type of thing. Let me see that Sea King. That big, dumb, idiot XP pinata. The greatest Pokemon, even a female one. A Sea Queen, if you will. Ah! Like, help! I'm sorry, Sea King. I wasn't familiar with your game. I didn't know you were the scariest Pokemon to ever exist. Wait. Why nobody tell me that fact? I can't believe nobody told me Sea King is the strongest Pokemon I ever lived. What about a fake Sea King fans in here? Sea Fiend? Yo, if that was like a dark water evolution. The Sea Fiend. Water Dark's a cool type. I don't think it's good, but it's cool, you know? It counts for something. Who doesn't love a cool type? Sharpedo. So I say Sharpedo, you know, because he's like a torpedo. You know, that makes sense to me. In my brain, that is a logical way of pronouncing that name. Right? We can all agree on that one? My best friend does not call it Sharpedo. He says Sharpedo. And I'm like, hey, I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. You know? I feel like that's a very different interpretation of the Pokemon. Catch my drift. He's a crazy person, if I do say so myself. We're bringing Grill back out. We're going to the fighting gym. I think he can help us. I think he might be a very nice boy for the opening fight where we almost always get rolled. I think Ghastly 100% walls at Hitmonlee. Dude, he's been saying that for like 20 years. -4 viewers? IO viewers? Shit. That's crazy. I didn't know they had that kind of pull. I do not trust Sora in here. I think he will get exploded into 1,000 itty-bitty pieces. Come on down, Grill. Idiot. 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 What if a Pokemon's XP heals, but number of itty-bitty pieces get bonus? I wish. That'd make the game way better. My Pokemon is not just female. Which Pokemon, Narukami? Grill does it again. The greatest Pokemon to ever exist. What would we do without him? Curse strats are truly the most esoteric of things to do to somebody. You gotta love Curse. Now we're in a nice position here. Don't gotta worry, we can just go right into this guy, hit some funny little confusions. We're in a good spot, I think. Digimon lore with the amount of digital data they get, as much experience they get. Is that what it is? Dude, I want to play Digimon World 2 again, but like, I don't know. I kind of like don't. I like just sold my copy of it. I had the disc. My thing with that game is like, dude, we're gonna need hypnosis here, Jesus. No fucking damage. So there's allegedly a bug I read about one time. I cannot find any proof about it for Digimon World 2. Apparently that game is fucked up on emulators and it runs really, really slow. And you have to play it on disc for like the actual, like a correct speed of the game. I don't know if that's true. I have Googled that. I can't find any evidence of that whatsoever. I don't know if I hallucinated it or not. My thing is like Digimon World 1, one of my favorite games of all time. Top 10 easy for me. Love that game. 2 is fucking weird. 2 is like a dungeon crawler, like 3v3 or JRPG. Or like Digimon World 1 is like a monster raiser like adventure game. Very weird change, I gotta say. I really like Digimon. In some ways, I really respect that they mix it up and change their genre every so often. In some ways, I wish they would just stop fucking doing that. And the crazy thing is, like, you have Digimon World 1, you raise a guy with one monster at a time, adventure type of game. 2 is a dungeon crawler. Leave me alone, Gina. Give me a leaf stone or shut up. Goldine. Yeah, but I mean, goldfish will kind of look a little feminine generally. Oh, with like that little frills and everything coming out from them and everything. Kind of normal. Do we think I get exploded into chunks by a rock slide? I think we'll be okay. Digimon World 3, I think, is like a normal, like, kind of adventure-y JRPG game. And Digimon World 4 is a cooperative hack-and-slash game where the Digimon have swords. It plays like Phantasy Star Online, if you guys have ever played that series, for like, context. It is the most bizarre decision I've ever seen in my life. I don't know who thought that was an okay thing to do. Goldine and Sea King. Yeah, it's like normal goldfish. They will look a little crazy like that. Yeah, now just imagine like Agumon with like a lightsaber running around just going fucking sicko mode on people. Why even live? You have another opportunity. Let's fucking go! I never doubted Soren. How'd you like it, Joe? I played a lot of PSO episode 1 and 2 back in the day on GameCube with like 2 of my friends. I never played it like online at all, but we just like play all the time together. Yes, Portable 2 Infinity. I've only ever played like the GameCube one, just like PSO. I know they made like PSO 2, like an MMO, and that shit kind of sucked ass. I played that game for like 2 days with a friend of mine, and all I remember was we watched a Hatsune Miku concert in like the lobby. That was weird. That was like the highlight of the game for me, though. Are you talking about the text, the fucking one with the keyboard on it? I do not have that controller. Like I said, we only played offline together, like split screen co-op. I did not have use for the controller. I really enjoy how fucked up so many of the controllers were for that fucking console. Like, have you guys ever seen the Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller? That thing is iconic, honestly. Alright, I don't think we need dig anymore, I hate to say it. This move kind of sucks ass. Did we ever need dig? Why did I give him dig? Actually. Get rid of that. Johnny's boyfriend that gave me a goldfish charm. That's cute. I just fucked the puzzle up. I can't believe this. I was reading. I'm blaming chat. It's not my fault. I'm reading you guys' messages, therefore it's your fault that I messed up a children's puzzle. I can't take blame. What do you think? What do you think? Accountability is a thing? Never. I will cope and make things up. I feel like the snack that smiles back is like such a wild marketing phrase. I feel like if somebody busted that phrase out today, there'd be complaints like, hey, you can't do that. Like grandfathered into being okay. Oh, Soren. Always lost in your books. I gotta go Cheez-Its. The extra toasted Cheez-Its are so good. But I am not gonna hate on a goldfish either, you know? They're both very good. They both got the pros and cons. And by cons, I mean there really aren't any. They're both just really good. I think if I was in the store, I would buy Cheez-Its. But somebody was like, I only got goldfish. I'd be like, hell yeah. Let me get some of that goldfish then. You know? The DLCs is crazy. I do agree with you, though. See, it depends on what I'm in the mood for, okay? If I want some nice crunch, you gotta go with the extra toasted. If I want, like, the cheese, you gotta get that flavor blasted goldfish, you know? They're different needs. They fill different roles. Because to me, I feel like just you eat some of the cheeses, they're a little just... You eat the goldfish, a little too hollow. You don't get that good crunch. Yeah, the extra cheddar flavor blasted is insane. I'm not even really a cheese guy, you know? I actually classify myself as a cheese hater. But that shit go crazy. Please stop trying to evolve. There you go. Reading Facebook fucking messages. Trying to buy some games. Trying to flip some video games. You know, I actually have not had pizza Pringles. I actually have not had Pringles in a very, very long time. I just feel like they're not really like... They're not like my first choice. And I feel like you go over somebody's house, like it's never like their chip that they have, you know? Like nobody's like, yeah, I got some Pringles, you know? So it was like, I got Doritos, I got like Lay's. Lay's suck ass, by the way, I gotta say. Other than like the baked barbecue chips, like Lay's should not exist. Ruffles too, awful brand. Most of those potato chip brands are just straight dog shit. I don't know if that's a controversial take, but I'm sticking by that one. That's my hill that I would die on. Let's get like a few more levels. A Slim Jim? I would never. Cheesy Grooves? I didn't even know those existed. See, my snack of choice has always been pretzels, though. I love me a little hard pretzel. Not even any of the real crazy ones, just give me a normal one. Love me a boring-ass, basic-ass pretzel. These are Puffs. I'm a big Cheeto fan, too. I love me a Cheeto. Not the hot Cheetos. I fucking hate hot Cheetos. It's not because I don't like spicy food. I just think like the hot Cheeto dust is disgusting. Like that shit is just genuinely vile. I love me a soft pretzel too. But you know, I'm in the area for the good soft pretzels. I'm not popping repels because we can actually pull a Mantine here, I think. The Miss Vicky ones are good. I like those, Zapp's potato chips, like the voodoo ones. Yeah, spicy chips are like... They are consumed by an interesting type of person. Like, I like spicy food. Like, I fucking love spicy food. But just the hot Cheetos are disgusting. The only spicy chip I like is like the spicy, nacho Doritos. And also, like, if you ever had the popcorners, those go crazy. The spicy queso popcorners are foolish. Yeah, Takis are gross. Tomato basil wheat thins? I've never... That sounds kind of good, actually. Wait. I'm gonna throw this at a Mantine and see what happens. Oh my god, he's beefy. Mantine is real. Did we finally achieve the impossible and catch the elusive Mantine that we've been trying to catch for the last fucking 30 days of our lives? Is it possible? Yes, it is. No, I'm the same way with snacks too, Joe. Like, I don't actually buy snacks because they will not last. Same with the ice cream and shit. You give me like a gallon of ice cream, it's not going. It'll be like 3 days, max. Yeah, and pizza crust is the best part. Crust is goated. Every time I see somebody eat pizza, then they put away the fucking like crust and they don't eat it, I feel depressed. Like I'm like, what? Why? What happened to you? Like, I've had the blue Takis, and I think that maybe, like... They have fundamentally changed me as a human being. Like, for the worst. Because holy shit, that was ass, dude. That was not a good chip. Bro, I just had, the fish food earlier, the Ben & Jerry's. I don't know what it is, but, like, I'm a lactose and... I'm lactose tolerant. I eat that shit, like, I'm fine with dairy. Something about the Ben & Jerry's non-dairy ice creams, though, kind of go foolish. I don't know what the fuck they're using as a substitute, but, like, it's gotta be crack cocaine or something. Because, like, the non-dairy fish food is insane. We caught the elusive Mantine. I can't believe it. Oh, this is a new fucking world we live in. Holy shit. We got the Mantine, let's fucking go. This can be... Khalil. And shame we're not using it. Team Red and Blue. See, Sequin, it depends. My thing is, like, I like the Cool Ranch name brand Doritos. So, I think the best Doritos is the spicy nacho one. It's like the dark red bag. That's just the best one, period. The name brand... No, sorry. The name brand nacho cheese ones are good. But the Aldi's brand Cool Ranch ones are so fucking good, dude. Is it more of Jill? I like Jill, though, so I want to save Jill for a Pokemon that might get use. I don't like Khalil that much. I don't care about Khalil. Like, the Aldi's brand nacho, or Cool Ranch is actually better than, like, the name brand Cool Ranch. Yeah, I feel like most of the mages in the game were, like, they didn't really spark joy for me, you know what I mean? None of them I use, I'm like, oh yeah. I like these. That game was just, I feel like, setting Oscar out in the world and just letting him deal with everything. Like, wow, my Cavalier is carrying me. I can't believe it. Truly, this is a Fire Emblem experience. Who'da thunk? Yeah, you have to experience the majesty of Jill and her heart. I respect Jill as a unit though, because Sequin, close your ears real quick. I'm gonna spoil something real fast. I'll wave at the camera when I'm done with the spoilers. I think it's really interesting that Jill is like the only character in the series that will unrecruit herself. Spoilers are over, you're good. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck thought that was a good idea. Yeah, you're safe now. Thank you, Ike. Carry us, Ike. Ike, avenge our previous one. Jill is a baddie, bro. I love Jill. I'm a sucker for a ponytail. Jill's also wild for being incredibly racist. That's just her last name. She's like one of like fucking 2 characters in the entire series of the last name. Possibly the only one. I literally can't think of another character with a last name. I think it's crazy that they made Soren like one of the what are they called? Like the emblems in Fire Emblem fucking Engage, because it's like, brother, he's not doing any of this shit. Why are you making this guy the goat? Like, he's doing goat shit as an emblem, and like he's not doing that shit in the game. Where your level reside on, like, who? Who, Sea Queen? Who? Tell us. Alm? Alm's my goat. I love Alm. I'm sad they changed the translation from the fan translation. Where he said, "Don't worry, Celica, I'll crush those bastards." That translation was fucking foolish, dude. I love Titania. She's just like the 37-year-old mom of the group. Just trying to keep everybody in line. Oat milk based plant fats, a coconut oil, and plant proteins. Dude, that shit is foolish. Like, it's so good. I'm like, bro, I buy that, and they're like, oh, you must be lactose intolerant. Like, no. I am not flawed. This is a preference. I have options, and I choose this. I'm not one of these weak people that can't eat milk. I just wish, like, the game was, like, remotely enjoyable to play, though. That's my problem. I think Echoes is my least favorite game in the series. This is my most fucking controversial take about Fire Emblem. Like, dead ass, you'll not find a more controversial take than this one. I think the game is worse than, Gaiden. So I feel like when you play Fire Emblem Gaiden, that game is broken. They give you so many broken tools. And it's broken so many ways, and it's kind of fun to, like, fuck around and just break that game over your knee. You know what I mean? They removed most of that in Echoes. Like, you don't have the Angel Ring to double your growths and everything to trade it around and optimize. The prevalence of the bows is, like, nerfing the white wings and everything. It's just not quite as fun to break over your knee. I feel like that really harms the game in my eyes. I think it's the Angel Ring. It, like, doubles your growths. If I remember correctly. Yeah, restores 5 HP at the start of every turn, raises its wearer's luck to 40, doubles its wearer's stat gains upon level up. They removed that part in the remake. And I feel like trading that around was really, really fun. To try to optimize, like, the fucking boost. Genuinely a fun thing to be trying to maximize. And they said, nah, fuck that noise. My repel, no! Let's go fight Chuck. That's like the type of level of like power they're giving you with some of the items in like Guided. They kind of just nerfed all that in Echoes. And they're like, yep, same maps though. Hey Nicole, how are you doing? What the fuck? Yeah, bro. Relax. Flash flood this. Damn, bro, somebody switched into Pelipper, bro. I'm getting the flood warning. Uh-oh. Ain't got no swift swim. If only somebody sent an Altaria out there during Hurricane Katrina to save New Orleans. That Cloud 9. What's up, 40 Wraith? How you doing, bud? Dude, I saw a clip on Twitter of like somebody get like raging over playing Pokemon Showdowns. Or not Showdown, fucking Champions. Jesus. And it was because they were fighting somebody with like it was like sunny day, there was a drought, and like they fucking used Solar Beam on their Charizard and had to charge. Because like there was an Altaria out with Cloud 9. And if you have like a Cloud 9 out, like the weather doesn't go away visually. It just stops working. And honestly, I feel like that's a valid crash out, bro. Why would you ever fucking think it's not functional? I feel like it should make the weather go away. A 3 fully buffed starters in Pokemon. Hell yeah. Which one's your favorite, Nicole? I saw those, Sea Queen. In some ways, I kind of like feel for them, you know what I mean? Because like, dude, that game is in VGC in like competitive Pokemon really is like at a level of impenetrability that's hard to explain unless like you're into Pokemon. Like I can't even imagine, like especially some of the strats you see on like the fucking ladder at low ranks, dude. Like yeah, bro, I would quit too, honestly. Like people are starting to run fucking like minimize Isui Quillfish or Overquill and shit. With like Mega Sableye, and I'm like, yeah, no. That's crazy. If I ran into that on the ladder, I would also quit. Did Pikachu say it's spread to get the PG-13? It's honestly, yeah. In some ways, like I believe, like yeah, bro, you run into some cheese strats fucking immediately there. I think VGC would, because it'd probably make them throw their iPad across the fucking room. I didn't give a berry over to anybody. Fuck! It's fine. We have the lines that we need. We have lines within lines. We're lining them up. We hit the curse. Big curses. You lick them one time. Or spite him one time here. Go for the hypnosis. We're playing Crystal right now, Nicole. Ooh, we got the miss. That's tough, that's tough. Let's go, Ike right here. Maybe a free switch-ish for us. He's got a hypnosis. I think we gotta go Ike here. Isn't hypnosis suck, dude? That's pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie. But I believe in Ike, dude. We've been leered. I'm gonna shake the leer off here. Let's go to Greel real quick. It's gotta be a dynamic punch. There's no way it's Surf. Mind Reader is like fine, I would say. He's gotta go surf here. So I don't think Mind Reader works with Dynamic Punch. How does that work? Yeah, you surf. That's what I expected. Alright, big razors. Okay, Ike, I see you. I see you. He mind readered. We go back to Grill here. Shake off the mind reader. We take the sleep every time. There's gotta be another surf. We switch back. Eat the surf. The mind reader comes through. Hey, Ike's a different breed, bro. Hey, the tale of two Chucks right there. What can you even say? It doesn't look anything like the previous attempt. We didn't even need our psychic Pokemon, bro. What a fucking world we live in. DM1. Let's fucking go. That is Dynamic Punch. Totodile and Pokemon Silver. Me too. I really like Totodile. Totodile is my favorite water starter of all time. Froggator is the GOAT. John TM. TM1. I'm not following your Sea Queen. Ike is truly the GOAT. And most importantly, we even got the little switch in for Boy to get the extra happiness for being out there. It's a gym leader. That's big. Explain it, Sea Queen. Explain like I'm 5. So do we want to grab Shuckle? 51. That's like... I'll accept the gym leader cheating. I think when like you have random guys inside the gym cheating, that's when I'm like, alright bro, we're doing a little too much here. Let me grab Shucky real fast. Like what was with that Slash Meowth at Whitney's gym, dude? Why does he have a Rock Slide Machoke on the random guy in the gym? That shit's crazy, bro. My phone like stop giving me alerts about the fucking flood? Like I don't care. Let me live. Like, oh no, there's a flood. It's like, okay, I gotta play Pokemon. Gotta be a good little streamer and play Pokemons. What do you mean there's a... Deathan can't even fucking learn Earthquake. What? You've not gotten Eevee yet? Have you been to Ekritique yet? What are you gonna make your Eevee into, Nicole? Yo, we got the boy Shucky. Our boy Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. He's like a good guy to have in the back pocket, I guess. Give it to the fucking... That's wild, actually. Alright, goodbye, Shucky. You can even keep your berry juice, I'll be nice. Macalob, get us out of here. Save us, please. I'm scared. Dude, I'm looking at the overlay on like my other screen. There's a lot of hand wiggling going on in this team. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't think I like it. I think I gotta slow down with the hand wiggling. Graveler's doing it. Drowsy's doing it, bro. Yo, did I ever get the phone number of that one kid, by the way, that, like, lets you get a Firestone? Tentacle's also doing it? I forgot we even have a Tentacle. That'd be so for real with you. Actually, I can check my phone. No, we didn't grab it from the the Firestone kid, which is like the one person we care. Hello. You the Magnet kid? Let's go. That one's actually good. How are you not know what a magnet is, cuz? Are you okay? Espeon? Espeon's a good one. I like Espeon. Hard to get Espeon, though, in this game. Yeah, let me get that phone number. I need a Firestone for maybe an Flareon. I think Flareon has some sauce, potentially. I think it's designed as a mage killer, just people are... They don't have, like, reading comprehension or, like, critical thinking, so... They just see, oh! High attack, but fire? Bad. Go away, Stantler. Nobody likes you. Especially not me. I am definitely not on the record saying I really like Stantler. I think it is a cool Pokemon. That was fake news, actually. That was AI. What's up, Anthony? No, actually. Are you sure, Sea Queen? Because I feel like you've mentioned the Netflix horror game before, so I think you actually really do want to play it. Farewell, Macallah. Thank you for your service. Get some levels on Boyd. Not Boyd. Who is it? Mist. There you go, Mist. Pokemon next to Gale of Darkness. I can't wait to play that game. Is that the one with the Shadow Lugia on the cover? I always get them mixed up. I think I don't even know what these games are, honestly. Yo, so, one thing I'm just thinking about right now. Who is, I guess Gaytree can do it. I'm saying, like, who the fuck do we use against Price? I guess we'll just use Gaytree. I'm excited to play that in Coliseum. Route 42, we can get a Fishing Boy. I don't think we care about the trees or anything like that. There's no reason to go in Mountain, fucking... Mortar? Yeah, Mount Mortar. I forgot the name. Hey, Goldeen's kind of important. It does things for us. Let's go! It can, like, use Whirlpool or Waterfall, one of those moves. I think it's Waterfall. That's really good. That can be Tormund. Tormund. My boy Tormund. Cujo, was in the other. How did I read my name when I was reading that? Am I fucking dumb? Jesus. Tormund. Everybody's favorite Pokemon. I like Ho-Oh, but like I also like don't like Ho-Oh. It is one of my favorite little lore tidbits that Waterfall was actually in Gen 1. It's such a little fun fact that people aren't ready for. Dude, it's crazy. So I was playing Showdown the other day at work to try to like come up with a Chestnut team. I was experimenting with Gyarados on the team. It's kind of fucked up. They made all these new water moves these days and like he got none of them. Like, Brother's really still out here using unironic fucking Waterfall in the big 2-6. Meanwhile, you got, like, Wave Crash and, like, Liquidation and all this other shit, and, like, you can't give that to Gyarados, bro? Insanity in my eyes. God, I wish we had a Tentacruel, dude. Never mind, we don't even need that shit. I don't like Wave Crash on a conceptual level. Because, like, I feel like most types should have an identity. You know? Like, I feel like, rock type moves, they're all like, you don't have a lot of special ones, and they're all inaccurate. That's like the identity of rock attacks. Water doesn't have an identity. It does everything. You have a water move for every fucking type, every effect. AoE, single target, they're all strong. Like, every single solitary possible, like, usage of a move, there's a water version for it. Yeah, its identity is just, it does it all. It's the jack of all trades, master of all, actually. Because, like, even, like, you got shit like Water Spout. It just literally does everything you ever need. I think that's kind of lame. Some ways, I kind of like back in the day, because all the bulky waters, like, you were using shit like Scald. You really didn't have a lot of, like, physical good water moves. Now you have amazing ones. Fire is like a... I guess fire is like... Well, no, fire, I feel like you don't have any, like, fine moves. Because you go from, like... Physical, you have fucking Flare Blitz. You go from, like, shit like Flame Wheel to Flare Blitz. Tri-Attack? What the fuck? At level 16, you have Tri-Attack? No, that's not real. What do you mean? In the crystal level up? Fucking when? I feel like that's not a real thing he just used. What do you mean you have Tri-Attack? What? Start blinding a white abyss during battles. Oh, you mean like the white background? What are you talking about? The white abyss? Yeah, I'm like rather confused with what we witnessed. Soon. We're almost at the Gen 3 days. We just gotta win this run, no matter how long that takes. Yeah, but Color is a downgrade. Colors has no soul. Pokemon's a lot more honest back in like Gen 1 when everything was monochrome. I think even playing the Game Boy Color versions takes the soul away. That's why when I play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I actually turn my monitor to be monochrome. Make the game a little bit better. I forgot they had color. What do you mean they forgot they had color? What the fuck happens in Gen 6? I'm concerned. I'm afraid. Alright, so we're using Gaytree. Gaytree should be actually pretty good in the Steelix too. Oh yeah, this guy moved. Forgot they moved him. I just realized we're in new territory. Never beat Chuck before. Oh yeah, the desaturation. But like half the shinies became unusable. Gengar and Garchomp are ruined. Feels bad, man. So do we think a fucking Bayleaf can take a Blizzard from Pillow-Swan? I dead ass think it could. Like, I would not be actually shocked. Pillow-Swan is kind of the drizzling shits. You gotta pull out the Zubat like that, bud. Let me just spam surf to my heart's content. Don't make me do things. We're from a vibrant into a worrying chartreuse complexion. Don't say the word chartreuse. I have trauma from that word. I remember I went on a date with a girl, and we were talking about, like, color theory for some reason. And then, like, she were talking about, like, our favorite colors and all this shit, and I'm talking about, like, I really like a disgusting vibrant green. Kind of like brat green. And she crashed the fuck out. How, like, Charlie XCX and Brat has ruined the color chartreuse. So everybody's getting chartreuse mixed up with, like, brat green. And, like, it was a 10-minute fucking rant about the color chartreuse, and she was literally, like, fucking, like, freaking out. And I was just like, ah. Yeah, that's crazy. It was bad. I was afraid. Never saw her again. Actually, that's not true. I saw her many times. She went to the gym I worked at. FBA. Alright, I'm gonna look at what this color is and I'm gonna judge it. Hang on. This is very important. Because here we love color theory at the Cujo stream. That's it. Is it? Oh, it's FF. Aha. That's a nice shade of purple? Pinkish purple? That's a good color. I like that. I respect that. We like to cut that, whatever that color is here. My favorite Pokemon's Big Brother you got there at level 27? You mean our boy Graveler, Max? Hell yeah, it is. Look at them wiggly hands. Look at him. He be grabbing some things. He's grabbing a lot of stuff. He's just like... I don't like that. Wait. Hold up. Is his eyebrow be wiggling too? This guy's got movement. Look at him. What a long animation. You gotta relax there, Graveler. You're doing too much. I don't like that. You're commanding a lot of attention here. How bad is the rain? Hold up. That's fine. Power won't go out or anything like that. I'm still waiting for the day, by the way, with my cat. So, I can post pictures of my cat on fucking Discord now. Wait. Hell yeah. As I was saying, I'm still waiting for my cat to sit on my computer tower and just turn off the, computer on me. Nah, Max, I can't get Golem, unfortunately. I wish I could, but we're playing, like, the raw ROM, so we can't do, like, anything like that. I love Golem. I wish I could use it, because Golem's probably amazing. Like, Graveler is amazing, but I'm committed to see how good Graveler truly is. You do be kind of graveling, you know? Yo, Gatry, don't get slapped like that. You're like you're better than that. Stand your ground. Gatry, I need you to do a little more damage. No way you hit the fucking 50, like the 40% accurate worst move ever created by humans. I know you just didn't do that. Nah. Unbelievable. See, I would be afraid of, like, Geodude, because, like, do we ever see how it moves around in the show? Is it just, like, fucking hop? It just, like, move, like, how does Geodude move? So I would think he kind of puts his hands on the ground and kind of walks around that way. He just floats? I do love Geodude. Geodude high-key does feel like one of the most iconic Pokemon they've ever made. Because, like, if you ask a normie who's not really into Pokemon anymore, like, though they're kind of into it as a kid, like, they got the normal shit. Like, they're like, oh yeah, Pikachu, I love that guy. Charizard, cool. Geodude's up there, bro. Like, Geodude is, like, up in the fucking mix of what the normies are being named. Like, top 5, easy, dude. Like, that guy's got pull. Yeah, I like floating Geodude, too. The concept of Geodude walking around his hands scares me because, there's gonna be a deep cut, but I don't think any, Pokemon heads would play it. But have you guys ever played Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines? The original, Troika Western RPG from the early 2000s. A cult classic game that just got a sequel a year or two ago. So in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, there's a section later in the game where you're investigating a snuff film. And pretty much there's like little demons that look like a demonic little Geodude, like killing people. If you look it up, like I don't know how you would, what terms would you use? Hang on, let me see if I can find an image of it. Let me see these guys. ETMB, sewer, enemies. Yeah, so the game has like a sewer segment that's like really long. And it's like one of the worst parts in the game that everyone gets filtered on. I'm gonna post this right here for y'all. It's a very long link. That's what the enemies look like. They're just evil Geodudes, basically, dude. I associate that with them. Dude, that level's bad, bro. It's the type of level where people will download a mod to remove the level. Because it is so long and so weird and confusing. The really fucked up thing about that enemy 2C Queen that is not carried over unless you play the game. They like screech every time they attack. They do 1 billion damage. And most annoying, their screech is like weirdly fucking like 500 decibels louder than the rest of the game, so your eardrums just explode for no reason. Yeah, it's weird. Like, you start to go into like a house of just like, there's all like bodies and shit all over, and they start just screaming and attacking you. It's fucked up, dude. I don't like that enemy. Why do I feel like we had a Venonat? Probably because I've played this game generation so many times now that like I see it in my dreams. This is gonna be the Venonat. We don't have a Venonat this run. It was loud. I wouldn't recommend. Well, that game is very interesting, like role-playing game-wise, but the combat sucks ass. The combat is not good in that game. The problem with that, though, is they force you to do the combat later in the game. Like, you can get through a lot of that game just doing literally zero combat. And just doing, like, RPG, talking your way through things and everything, and, like, sneaking around. And then in the game, like, no, you gotta fight people. Have fun. And, like, you just kind of break your save if you did, like, no combat type of, like, build. Great lore, though. Love that setting. Great soundtrack, too. Soundtrack fucking rules. It was made by a guy fucking in a deep, dark depression, battling alcoholism, and that really liked listening to Massive Attack. And, like, I think they got sued by Massive Attack because the title theme song sounds almost like... I think it's Mezzanine, I believe. The song off that one Massive Attack self-titled album. I think. Don't quote me on that. Great soundtrack, though. It's got a lot of licensed music, too. It's got a Kane by Tiamat playing in one of the bars. That song fucking rules. That song actually is what introduced me to Tiamat as a band. This can be Enna. I don't like Enna. Good job, Ike. I love that we caught that Pokemon. I will definitely be using a Venonat. And Venomusk. No, Venonat's gonna buy Twitter and ruin it. Return it to Hoot Hoot. I hate using Hypno because it's a little fucking spray. Look at this. I hate this. It's disgusting. It's vile. Look at him wiggle. A truly vile creature that should be removed from society at large. Yeah, I actually think it should be illegal, to be honest with you. Speaking of things that should be outlawed, Splitter ever. Maybe? Possibly. Why did that thing just fucking smoke us, by the way? Why is it the strongest Lickitung to ever exist? I always feel like this Pokemon's gonna be taking hits well, that it never does, and I'm always disappointed. Or you're right there. At least we outspeed, I suppose. Why'd I tackle? Why would I ever do such a thing? What, like, Twitter's a terrible website now, but every so often there'll be some truly insane post that is like, you know what? This website's alright. Like, such a fucking insane post that is just like, you know, there is a reason that it still exists. Like, most websites are terrible. I kind of hate how, like, centralized the internet has become. I remember back in my day as a fucking almost 34-year-old old-ass person that's been on the internet since, like, the late 90s. I miss the good old days, bro, of, like, forums. You know what I mean, dude? You'd be going on some, like, esoteric forums, and, like, that was that type of shit. You didn't have these centralized websites like fucking Reddit and everything. Well, see, the problem with that, Sequeen, is, like, the internet has become so centralized that, like, every internet user is of a similar phenotype. Like, they're all downwind of 4chan in some way. Like, 4chan has won the fucking cultural war. Like, people think that website fell off, but it's because, like, everything is basically 4chan now. Like, you can see, like, the way people would talk back in the day on 4chan, like, everywhere now. Look at that special defense. I used to post on, like, some random ass, like, fucking Fire Emblem ones. I had an old account on, like, Serenus Forest, too, back in the day. I also had an account on, like, a fucking Fire Emblem, like, role-playing forum that, like, my friend got me into that I could barely even interact with. But he was really into it. That man was all about editing sprites and shit. Alright, my cat is hunting a fly, and she is locked the fuck in. Effie, get the fly. Without breaking the mirror, though. Holy shit, it's so slow, bro. Wait. How could I defeat such a vile creature? Wait, no, I love the AI summaries, Max. They're the great, because they just tell you the most incorrect, awful shit ever. I actually genuinely like looking at them because how incorrect they are. They always give me some joy. A little haha. Funny little AI. An entire community without water, so forgive me this laugh. You know what I mean? Good stuff. Maybe Ike can do it against, what's his face? We really let that, Fury Cutter ramp up and no misses happen, dude. Just maybe he can be doing it. So, like, do I just go in there with Soren and just punch this guy in the fucking mouth? What does that look like with me? Only 2 gym badges in Pokemon Silver. You'll get the rest of them soon enough. Don't you worry, Nicole. You'll get there. Watching a meme of a guy impersonating a guy and doing a math problem and he just dumps him a cup of water. Pretty much, that's really what the fuck it is. Wild, honestly. Are you gonna Soren, you have the magnet. You have the power. I am kind of afraid of putting this thing in front of a Gyarados. Because I feel like a critical Thrash would be very depressing. However, it doesn't do anything to Titania, is kind of the big thing here. Titania kind of walls him. I think we're straight? We could also try to catch it. I'm not, like, hard-pressed about it, though. It would be a useful body to have to throw out into something. Yeah, I think the chatbot shit is the weirdest one. It just, like... I don't know, that can't be entertaining. That, like, I do think it's very, very funny now, though, like, a bunch of, like, corporations come around, like, oh, actually, AI costs more money than, like, just hiring people and having the people do the job. They gotta pay so much in tokens and shit. That's wild to me, dude. You just did all this shit for no reason, cuz. Gonna reflect up. Oh, you had Dragon Rage. I forgot about that move. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I hate that. Oh, that's terrible. Never do that again. Oh, I hate Dragon Rage so much. Alright, we're Thrash Gaming. We're thrashing. This is not the time for that, Titania. I believe in Soren. We have Reflect Up, we're chilling. You got Quillfish? I like Quillfish. It's an underrated Pokemon in my eyes. You don't have to hit that move, actually. I gotta risk this, bro. Oh my fucking god, dude. Pokemon sucks ass. The plan is Boyd. Of course you're confused no more. Why would confusion ever work? I love confusion. Why would Dragon Rage miss? Dude, I don't think Hypno's a good Pokemon in general, to be honest with you. I think it's incredibly overrated. Level 49 for Psychic is prohibitive. I think that, like, people thinking it's a good Pokemon comes completely from, like, using rare candies and going up to the... It has 100... No way, it's 100% accurate. They nerf it? It's 100% accurate? What the fuck? Yeah, people think Hypno's like S tier this gen. Which I think is crazy, honestly. Yeah, probably the Sonic Boom I'm thinking of. Alright, we're back in the Boyd train now. So, Psychic types in Johto, we have Espeon, which is, like, pretty much prohibitively unobtainable. You have Kadabra, and you have Hypno, and you have Xatu. So Xatu is really cool because it doesn't learn a Psychic move, ever. I think it gets Psybeam at, like, level 63. Hypno gets Psychic at level 49. Girafrig is also very good. It still learns Psychic prohibitively late. You just run around with Psybeam for most of it, like in the Elite Four, which sucks. There's Slowbro, but no Psychic until level 54, so we were using Confusion in the Elite Four, which was very fun. So yes, there are some problems. And Girafrig's not in Crystal, so we can't use that guy. Pretty much. But I think it's because of, like, the rare candy playstyle where people just also... I think the really weird thing people do with rare candies for Elite Four specifically is use, like, the champions level as, like, the level cap for the Elite Four. Like, what is even the fucking point if you're going in at level 50? Like, what? You're going into the Elite Four at level 50 to fight the level 42 Will? Like, why? That ends up being a big difference if you go in at level 50 versus like 42 with Hypno, because you don't, that's Psychic versus no Psychic. Which makes a huge difference for when you fight against Bruno, who's like actually kind of real now. Yeah, but his like stats are such ass. People like don't do that though. I feel like they just go in like, oh yeah, like champion is the level cap, which I think is a fucking really stupid thing. Thank you, Soren. Farewell. So, I mean, this still is going to be our team. We're gonna have a much more annoying time against, what's its face, though? Bruno. You don't do anything. Nobody learns Psychic in this damn gen. Like, hold up, let me look this shit up, bro. Psychic really is truly a prohibitively, like, insane move. There's Kadabra. Psychic. Alright, so by level up, Venonat at 41, Venomoth at 52, 38 on Alakazam, reasonable, 54 for Slowbro, 49 for Hypno, 63 for Ariados, 65 for Xatu, 47 for Espeon, 48 for Slowking, and 37 for Smoochum. Like, it is not a reasonable move to use. Crazy. And they make you fight a fucking fighting gym like guy. It's actually so weird. Yeah. And like, they're pretty OP back in this. Yeah, but I think that's like, they're not like that OP in Gen 2 anymore, is the thing though. The annoying thing with them in Gen 2 though is like, you still need them. Because like, they're so good against the Elite Four. They're good, like you need a Psychic Pokemon because you fight a Poison Elite Four and a Fighting Elite Four. But they don't give you Psychic moves, which I think is like weird design. No, they fixed that in Gen 2. Alright, now we're waiting on that kid to call us about a Firestone, because we're gonna use Flareon now. That's our fucking emergency exit for this shit. Speed Crits came back. Yeah, I think Flareon's gonna be really good into, Will. Flareon learns Shadow Ball, has like 130 attack, and like really, really high special defense. So I actually think it's gonna be really good against Will in particular. I grab the, what do you call it? XP share real fast. Yeah, Flareon's like designed to be like a mage killer, basically. It's a very weird Pokemon. I'm still very concerned about our fight for Machamp, though. That thing is, going to be a nightmare. They just don't give you any tools to use in this game. Jesus Christ. Like, we're gonna have to use a combination of, like... Yeah, but it's got so much, other stats. And we have, like, the badge boost to kind of patch up the speed, and we can just throw HP ups and shit into its mouth. Try to help that out. The problem is we're really just banking on that one guy to give us a phone call, which is very annoying. Flareon doesn't get EQ, right? I think it doesn't learn anything in particular. Bro gets Zap Cannon, let's fucking go. I think that'd be a good candidate for Hidden Power, actually. We got like a hidden power ground, bro. Hidden power ground might go a little foolish, actually. Wait. Yeah, dude, even like compared to Gen 1, like Gen 1, they give you a lot of shit to use. You could be walking up into fucking Erica with like Thunderbolt and shit ready to go and Body Slam, Ice Beam, Rock Slide. Like, this game, they're like, hey, here's Headbutt. Have fun against fucking Kingdra. Like, they don't be giving you anything. They don't even care. I did get to the kid's phone number, right? I'm not foolish entirely. Alan, give me a Firestone. Alan, please. God, that's so annoying. I guess maybe, honestly, bro, I don't think, like, actually having Drowsy pull up to level 40 is reasonable. You know? I think you might have to use the fucking confusion spamming idiot Hypno. Maybe, does Hypno get Psybeam at least? Because that might be, like, tolerable, but Hypno kind of sucks ass, is the thing. You kind of don't do anything. One ad and an air horn? Yeah, you don't like the air horn? I actually requested they put that in there. Joey, this is not the time. Let's not get together in battle, Joey. But I would actually prefer if my boy Alan called me. He gave me some Firestones. This is why I saved the Shadow Ball TM, by the way. I had a feeling this would happen with Drowsy. Because yet again, as always, I have been fucking let down and failed by that evolutionary line. I'm telling you, dude. It keeps... He doesn't even get Psybeam? Like... They really want you clicking Confusion in the Elite Four, bro. I'm telling you. Look, I can't... When the Drowsy story arc... This fucking... Show, of course. Of course he fucking... Of course he shows up. Of course. Of course he's like, hey, it's me. Remember me? I let you down all the time. Yeah, look what's happened to him, because he doesn't have moves. He doesn't even have Confusion yet. What a fool. Dude, like, I am a Hypno hater. I'm a Hypno... Like, what is the opposite of a truther? Like... I will always slander that Pokemon for being a colossal failure. A falser? Well, I almost feel like truther is correct, because I'm also exposing the truth about Hypno. Being a shitter. You call me a liar? I ain't calling you a truther. I'm just saying, I feel like Hypno believes in Flat Earth. Because that thing does not believe in the truth. Dude, I'm gonna put out the most aggressively fucking, like, controversial tier list for... He just wants uppies. Love this little guy. I'm gonna work on that this week at work, I think. I'm just gonna script out a fucking... Top 10 most overrated and most underrated Pokemon for Gen 1 and 2 Nuzlocke. Number 5 will shock you. I don't even know what the consensus is. Let me look up the consensus real quick. What do the people believe? Alright, let's see RBY hardcore Nuzlocke tier list. We got like a... This is like some random guy's tier list. We have a fucking... We have like a real one? One's from 3 years ago. Yeah, I disagree with this already. This is watchcujo.com giving you a top. Yeah, that's what I'm going to keep saying. I'm like, welcome to Watch Cujo. This is not... I think this is actually bad. I think Venusaur is the most overrated Pokemon in Gen 1. But that's not true. There is one Pokemon I think is way more overrated. It's fucking Persian, dude. Gen 1 Persian sucks ass. I'm so tired of people that don't play Gen 1 saying it's good. That is the hill I will die on, dude. Everybody loves the fucking Slash Persian propaganda. But my man doesn't learn that shit to level 51. You ain't using that, bro. I'm sorry, it's not in the game. You ain't seeing Slash Persian until you're fighting the Elite Four. It's fake. A rental Coliseum Epic game? It's just people like read about it on like online. No, actually, I know what the problem is. There's one fucking image. I gotta find it, dude. It's like a meme image of like a problem with Gen 1 that gets passed around by people shit on Gen 1. Where it's like, oh, speed is like it causes like the guarantee criticals. It makes Slash Persian amazing. When it's like, hey, there's context for everything. Like, I need to see if I can find it because it's like always posted all the time. There we go, I found it. This shit, dude. This image. This fake, there's like, this image is just like caused such a fucking like overcorrection for people hating on Gen 1. It's actually crazy. When like most of the shit in here is not actually an issue. Truly one of the greatest pieces of propaganda of all time, I must say. They really went out like crazy with that one. I have a healing item. What the fuck? Tiny hell? Yeah, the graphics are a little bit rough, but I kind of like how primitive they are. Yeah, but they're bad because they're weird. You know? They're not like how they are now, so they're inherently bad. That's the thing. That's how they get you. Magnitude 8. Maybe if I delete everybody's number, I'll have a higher chance of getting Alan to call me. I might try that. Everyone's phone numbers might be deleted. Alan is the only one I care about now. No Alan, no buy. You see, do I still have that tier list up? Yeah, Venusaur is overrated. I think Hypno's kind of overrated too. I think Starmie's underrated on this tier list. I think it's actually the best Pokemon in the game. I think it's better than Alakazam. By far. Executor's overrated. Raichu's overrated. Fucking Arcanine, bro? What? Beedrill? Why is Beedrill in Kinfill a roll? I think Aerodactyl is very underrated too. I think Porygon is incredibly underrated. Well, I should say it's not good. Porygon still sucks. I have no idea how the phone call mechanics work. But this feels like some kind of like I don't even know. Gina is Leaf Stones, which we don't care about. Dana's Thunder, which we also don't care about. The only one we would honestly care about is maybe Water Stones later. I think Starmie would be pretty good. Once, you know, gets access to its abilities that make it good. I wonder what the Crystal Nuzlocke looks like. Or the GSC tier list for Nuzlocke. The completed community Crystal Nuzlocke tier list from last 2 years ago. Alakazam and Gengar in game breaking makes sense. For Alligator in A+, makes sense. Hypno in A, that's crazy to talk to me actually. Gyarados in A is also crazy talk to me. Where is Golduck? Golduck in B- along with fucking Heracross? That Pokemon don't do anything, bro. What? Nah, Golduck is him. The people don't want to talk about that. They don't accept that yet. They don't want to even have the discussion about how good Golduck is. The world ain't ready for it. Dare I say it? Golduck might be better than Hypno. Simply because Golduck gets the moves it wants to click. In a more timely fashion. Let's compare this, shall we? Let's talk about this real quick. Let me fucking see if I got some sauce for it here. Well, Golduck and Hypno and Cerebi for Gen 2. The key stats for Golduck. My man has 95 special attack and 85 speed. Hypno in Gen 2 has 73 special attack and 67 speed. Okay? That's pretty shit. He has the same HP and actually less physical defense than Golduck. Got Golduck beat on the special defense, though. In fact, Golduck even has more physical attack. Golduck mogs, bro, I'm sorry. Hey, it's a Golduck angle, dude. I don't make the rules. Golduck's a better Pokemon. You have the same exact moveset. You're just missing, like, Hypnosis. Which, like, do we care about Hypnosis? We've seen what Hypnosis can do for us. Win you a game, lose you a game. I think Golduck might be like A tier, dude. Like deadass. Surf, Elemental Punches, and Confusion, that'd be doing things. Like, they get some work done. I do this every fucking time, dude. I always leave, come back, heal, come back, and immediately get healed again by this guy. Every time, without fail. It is truly insane. So, yeah, it is really the one thing I keep forgetting. I do remember one thing. Do have a bit of a predicament. We don't have a way of fighting Lance. We're really hoping the Hypno can get it done. So we're gonna have to pivot that. We have a very, very low level Psyduck we could level. We could still hold out for a Jinx, potentially. I don't think that's gonna happen, though. Actually, can we even get Jinx? Yeah, Jinx is still a nice path. I don't think it's gonna happen. We might be back in business looking for the seal. That's an option again. Maybe back to the seal angle. That guy's got the high level, though. That's going to be very difficult, I think. We gotta get through fucking Price first. I don't even know if we have enough XP to get that guy up, dude. We gotta get that seal of 37. Here's the other thing. This guy could realistically also get benched. If we pull Skarmory. But, like, who knows if we pull Skarmory, you know? I think Mist is good in the meantime against the guy in front of us, Price. We gotta think about that. We always gotta fight the guy in front of us. Can't look past him. I've definitely done that in Lost Runs. Exhibit A, Chuck. Come on, Mist. Let's go. Hey, this Pokemon's cracked. Hold up. Maybe we don't replace him with a Skarmory. He just gurred. He just growled at me. Fucking weirdo. Yeah, that's why I feel like Mist would be okay having the back pocket against the... what's his name? Not Chuck. Koga. But, like, if we pull the fucking Skarmory, we don't even need Mist. That's also if we pull the Skarmory. That's a big butt. Not in the good way, not in the fun way either. We know we're gonna use Gatry. Let's put some XP in the Gatry. This is still a... Damn, it's fucking 12 o'clock already, bro. I feel like I got nothing done this stream. All we did was lose one of our key Pokemon. So now that Hypno's dead, I feel comfortable pulling out a Calc and just checking real quick. I'll definitely forget this for later. Dragonite. Hypno. Alright, how are we looking here? Level 50 Hypno versus level 50 Dragonite. All the badges. Ice Punch. Brother, you can't one-shot that. Alright, never melt ice. We'll give it never melt ice. And then also vitamins. Alright, if we vitamin a Hypno to the vitamin cap, give it a never melt ice, and we ice punch Lance's Dragonite at equal level after we rare candied up to level 50, it has a 35% chance of one-hit KOing. And it takes 70% from a Hyper Beam in return, while getting outsped. I don't think this is the Pokemon. The other issue is it doesn't deal with Aerodactyl or Charizard. You got, like, Thunder Punch for them. And that's doing 62% to Charizard. And you just got fucking popped. Yeah, I don't think Hypno is good. I'm gonna come out and say it. I think that Pokemon might suck ass, actually. In our challenge, anyway. I'm always shocked by how fast Tentacool is, dude. Golduck is him, bro. I should have stuck to my gut and used him. I fucked up. That's on me, honestly. If we failed this run, I hold that out. I betrayed the boy. He was there for us. I said, no, we don't need Golduck. But we did. We always needed a Golduck. Skarmory would be huge. I think Skarmory would make me very happy and give me joy in life. And hey, what's up, Francisco? This is Crystal. Still on the Crystal grind set. You could go boom. I don't like that you go boom. So it's the time you come in to beat the boom. 9 is crazy. 9 is insane. So let me check one thing about Drowsy. See if I remember this little factoid that I learned the hard way. Oh, he can't because we have him. Never mind. He does have the elemental punches. I was using them. Titani is her, bro. Graveler is truly a good Pokemon. We don't even need to be like super high level because we just need it against like fucking... I don't even know. You can bench it after Koga to be honest and be fine. I do need to be cognizant of Jasmine being level 39. We do actually need Pokemon to use after the Elite Four. That's a thing we do need to worry about. Because the level cap going down is annoying, to say the least. This kid needs to give us a Firestone, bro. Like, desperately. We don't have a good Pokemon for that, do we? Like, help! Like, help! Use Fury Cutter 6 times. No! Our evasion has fallen. He knows the strategy. That's so annoying, actually. I don't think that... Does that interrupt our damage, though? I was reading, you actually can change Fury Cutter. Like, use something else. And, like, it takes the damage stack. Which is crazy to me. Please, wakey, wakey. Eggs and bakey. We're getting fucking 800 turns sleep. Hey, Max, if you saw how we beat Winnie, you wouldn't be laughing at Fury Cutter. Fury Cutter went in. Alright, it does lose it when he gets slept, I guess. Fucking GG. I guess getting slept does it. Screw it, though. I still can't believe we two-shot the Miltank, dude. That was insane. I'm still shocked. Slowpoke tail. We fight that? I think we did fight that guy. We gotta fight the other guy. Well, I guess it left out the fact that when you get put to sleep, it fucks you over too. This guy. Here's a guy. This is a guy. Oh, it's not bad. It's like 3 turns. 3-4 turns. What we ended up doing against Whitney was, since she leads with that shitty Clefairy that doesn't do anything, we hit a sweet scent to guarantee the Fury Cutters. Build up the Fury Cutter stacks. And then once Miltank came in, it was already cooked and ready to go. She got popped. Ew. Ew, the purple Magnemite is not doing it for me here, I gotta say. That's gross. I love that the transform makes them like Ditto's color palette. And also like blue if it's the shiny Ditto. That's awesome to me. I wish they kept that, to be honest. But Ditto is a weird Pokemon that got like flanderized. Like, Ditto has been actually like low-key sort of ruined. Which I think is a crazy thing to like talk about, but... Because the thing was, like, you guys like know like the Ditto face with the fucking dots and the smiley, like, he making all his merch with like Ditto with that shit. Like, you got the Ditto with that face and Pokopia and everything. That wasn't like supposed to be a thing. Like, the only reason Ditto was looking like that in the show was that one episode with the girl with the fucked up Ditto that wasn't good at its job. And so it wasn't copying people correctly, so it had Ditto's face and everything, and people could tell it was a copy. And they kind of don't flannerized like every Ditto does that now. Which is wild to me. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Max. My girl Duplica out there with her fucking Ditto. Yeah, it wasn't a thing. It was like one Ditto that sucked at its job in the show, and now it's just all Dittos. Alright, I think Graveler still high up in our books. Graveler is a gaming Pokemon. Hypno stocks have never been lower, dude. You couldn't even give away Hypno stocks these days. I don't mind it entirely because I do think it is very, very cute. The little, like, it's cute, but like, I think people forget about that little factoid about that Ditto. Short Hypno, dude. Hypno is like, I there's some insider trading going on with Hypno, dude. I don't believe all these people think Hypno is good. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Eradicate tail. Were they done in here already? Almost? No, I gotta grab fifth. And this thing. Let's go, Ice Heal. What will you do without it? That's like the most important thing in the game, actually. You know, all those times you get frozen in Pokemon, that you have to heal it with an item. You know? A very, very common occurrence of being frozen. That we all deal with all the time when we play Pokemon. Why is that even an item, dude? Like, genuinely. Why do you say that? Yeah, it's like fake. But here's an ice berry in case you get frozen. It's like, okay. You know me, I'm always getting frozen. I got my dude a Mystic Water out here, bro. Mr. Zoobs. So, like, in theory, we could put Icy Wind on this guy. I'm not happy about that. I don't think it does anything for us, but... Hey, man, it's a fucking backup, dude. We might be able to AI manipulate the final Dragonite. So he's got 3 special attacks and, like, Hyper Beam. I think if you just put a really, really fat special defensive Pokemon in front of it, they'll want to use Hyper Beam. Maybe. Potentially. Don't quote me on that. At least I feel like it would, you know what I mean? I think we can do that against the Kingdra. Kingdra's gonna be such a pain in the ass, though. Is this Ultra Ball always here? Yeah, it did us for like $100. Like, Ice Heals for like, kind of actual money. It's crazy to me. I don't know why they would do that. Yeah, I don't even know what this guy has, to be honest with you. Like, I actually don't remember. Like, 100%, I don't fucking know. Yeah, we sell on that one. Stocks are up. Ice Heal stocks are higher than Hypno stocks. Let it be known. Sell your Hypnos, buy Ice Heals. Yo, I feel like I've gotten like 0 levels in this place, by the way. It is a fucking destitute place. I guess when I'm putting all my XP in the void to be an XP share, that's gonna happen, but do be feeling kind of wild. So I gotta watch Titania. She's about to fight 3 electrodes solo. Count them, 3 electrodes. That was a critical? Holy shit! No way you hit 2 quick fall level 4s. That is diabolical. It wasn't bad. What is Bitcoin even at these days? Okay, we got the 8 now. Now we're gaming. Now we're playing with power. Give me the money. Are we back on the Dugong train, we think? 63k, Jesus. What was it down to a while ago? Like fucking like 20 something? Damn, bro. Should have bought. If only I had money to actually invest. That's the thing, dude. They were like, yo, you can make money and invest. It's like, okay. You need money to start. That's the big issue. At least we're almost done. This is an area. Let me do fucking price. Price is gonna be a bit annoying, I think. You know who would make that a lot easier? Golduck. Golduck would go crazy in there. Resist ice. Has Thunder Punch. Has ice punch. Does things. Golduck would be great. Hyper Potion. Hold up. Love me a Hyper Potion. Why would I walk out? I'm like, they're hold it right there. I'm like, okay. Like, come on, Gold. What are we doing here? Don't listen to them. They're criminals. You should never listen to a criminal. I think. Probably. No, I forgot they flame your sense of honor. That's so unhinged, honestly, dude. Like, what are you even talking about? We win these. Slowly but surely we win these. Hey, let's go. Surf Gaming. Thank you, Special Bite. Thank you, Special Bite. Thank you for not flinching me either. That would make me very sad. Well, you're failing just to miss. So, Gen 2. Enemies have a 25% chance to miss status moves. That are normally 100%. Because Lear's not like 100% accurate. So that enemies can miss Lear while you can't. Little factoid people aren't aware of. Hey, do I go Boyd here, by the way? Headbutt Gaming? Headbutt Gaming? Please flinch. Give me a nice little flinchy flinch. It's a good factoid. I didn't know about it either till I was researching my last video that I put out, because they really do be giving you a lot of shit to be like, give you advantages in this game. Except like, anything to give you agency. Usually a little under the hood help, and nothing to actually make you, like, better at killing people. Titania, throw some rocks at him. I think it just means, like, something that like a little tiny fact, a little fun fact. Like a really, really minor one. Bro's going for... Oh, my lord. Latani, you gotta finish it here, bro. Oh, my god. That Pursuit did some damage. What is that? I know I was getting Pursuit Gaming down here. I'm gonna have to shove 3 berries into my Graveler so I don't have to walk back out of here and come back. That seems like a good use of my time, to be honest. Oh, it sucks I can't use Graveler at all, bro. Getting through this gym is gonna be such a pain in the ass, dude. A factlet? If I ever hear someone say a factlet, I'm gonna think they're making up slurs. I feel like you should not be saying factlet. Here you go, Tatani. Eat 3 berries. Count them. 3 berries. That's not the right slot. Yeah, I actually can't believe that about Factoid, honestly. That's kind of wild. The boy Electrode himself? What if I hit a Mud Slap right here? Will he get in the ball? Hit 1 more here. Well, that wasn't very nice. That kid miss? No. What do you mean self-destruct can miss? Really? What? Did you guys know that? I always assumed that was a guaranteed move. No. That feels like it should be guaranteed because of, like, the stakes, you know what I mean? I always assumed it, like, ignored the roll. What the fuck? Yo, the fresh self-destruct like that is crazy, by the way. I just got here. How do you start a conversation like that? We need a phone call, bro. Alan's gotta get... That's not the right button, dude. Come on now. Get Quick Clawed. What an idiot. Quick Claw Gaming. We did it. We defeated the Electrodes. I can't believe it myself. Yard signal. I feel like you use Hypnotize, like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. You use Minimize once, does nothing. They use Minimize once, you're never hitting them ever again for the rest of your life. It is over. The run is over. You're not hitting somebody. I don't know why that is, but I feel like it's a thing. Like, I'm not crazy. Thanks, Lance. Love that guy. Did it really make you walk out of here? Oh no, I forgot I got rid of Dig. Shit. I actually need to buy escape ropes. I hate escape ropes. Negativity bias. I guess that is a thing, right? That does make sense, actually. Never thought about the negativity bias. Is real, though. Definitely a very, very real thing. How is the team looking? I mean, I gotta fight this fucking guy to get Whirlpool. So we can get a seal. Or we can somehow attempt to boost our level 13 Psyduck. That seems a bit low, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't really see a way we can reasonably get that up to a decent level. The seal comes at like 24, which seems a little more reasonable. I think the Psyduck ship has sailed, shall we say. I think that's a bit over and done with, you know? I think, yeah, I think we kind of gotta go with the seal play. The problem with seal is, like, we just have to suffer for a while. Was that thing it's like level 37? Mother to a soul guy have a video running a diabolical minimize Santa Candies set on champions. Oh, you know what the new popular one is? Because fucking somebody put a video out because they hate the community. Minimize Overquill with like Mega Sable. That's like a thing now. And people unironically be running minimize Overquill. The terror on the ladder now. That's the hot new one. And the same guy that brought you fucking... What do you call it? What's that one called? The Screens Rain Team with Sableye that everyone run, dude. Now we got fucking Minimize Overquill, bro. Like, it's just not very nice to be doing things like that, is what I'm saying. Like, come on now. Be at least nice. Stomp. Dude, running Stomp just to... I would be so angry if I was playing like a Minimize set on Showdown or at Champions. And somebody's like, Stomp. I specifically have countered for this. Be stomping. You good, Effie? What's up? You meowing at me. There she comes. Look at her go. That is the best look we've ever had on her on the stream. That's crazy. Look at her go. Hi, Effie. Cutie patootie. She wants attention. I'm gonna turn around, she's gonna meow at me. She's not meowing yet. I wish it did too, Max. Oh god. Oh god. Can I help you? Do you need anything? Bye, Effie. Where you going? Oh. Hello. Hi. Ma'am, you can't sit there. Are you stiffing my feet? I'm sorry, my cat is like on my lap now. Being stunlocked. No, on the computer! Effie! Effie, please. Do not... Can't sit there. Effie, you gotta go. Good girl. Come up here. There's a little shelf right here. Come on. I'm gonna turn the stream off. Which, like, that's crazy, bro. Don't do that. Like, I'm streaming. That's me. Alright. I guess you could, because I think we're down there. I gotta go to bed. It's kind of late. I think I might raid somebody for the first time in fucking Cujo TV history. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking second. Alan, what is up? Alan, you motherfucker. Alan, you son of a bitch. I don't care about your Tangle. I don't care about your Hoot Hoot. If you do not have a... you know what, Alan? I'm gonna see how you like it. Alan, like... What you got, Alan? You motherfucker. How dare you? First of all, I need that Firestone. We need the Flareon. I may be the first person to ever say them words, but we need a Flareon. stat. Because I don't know, maybe it does something against Will. I'm kind of out of other ideas, to be honest with you. Alright, let's raid somebody. Let's do that. I don't know even how you do that. I've never done this before. I got one raid in my fucking streaming like history. There we go. Let's go make a new friend. Feels like a human being. Where's the button? Oh, this menu sucks ass. I hate that. Alright, I'm gonna hit the little button. R.I.P. the earbuds. Farewell.
Hugo with the raid. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Fuck it. We're recovering. Yo, we tanked that shit. How's the run going? It's going pretty good. Thank you for the shout. We're doing Archie 3, 4. Depends on how you look at it. How was stream? What were we up to? Bang bang. We win. Could have protected there. This might actually be a range to... Okay. We're chilling.